Welcome, everybody, to Session 8 of Road to Baldur's Gate and Descent into Avernus. I'm going to ask if anybody wants to give a recap of what happened during last week's adventures.
Who needs it the most?
I volunteer.
I think we
Elliot,
decided
to be-
you, actually.
Was it me?
I think so.
Okay. All right. Last week. Well, let me see here.
Uh-oh. Is this going to be the
we-
first failed recap?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Worst case, I have 9 minutes.
Yeah. So it was session. All right. So let's see. We went to meet Krieg at the keep, I guess is what we're calling it, or temple. After landing in Eltrol. We split the party. Half of us, Eldrin and Tamila, went to talk to Krieg, while Derek and Edmund stayed at a tavern, as to no arouse suspicion with the plate armor, and because Derek didn't have a good feeling about the whole thing, anyways. So, talked to Krieg. He seemed to already be expecting us somehow, and pretty much just came out to be. He rewarded us with a brooch that I think Eldrin is wearing right now. Yeah. Making him an honorary Hell Rider, which is pretty cool. Hopefully we don't lose that. After that, we were attacked in our sleep by a flock of devils, in which we took part and kind of escaped from the city limits through some pretty good rolls, I believe, and
Nice.
and as soon as we left the city limits, the devils kind of poofed away, confirming the suspicions that I guess we got from Pipkip. After that, we really didn't want to stick around for too much longer, seeing as we were already targeted in the city, and decided to leave to Baldur's Gate. Sadly, the trip to Baldur's Gate was not without issues, and we were ambushed or surprised for sure by a couple boats with there were like probably 50 or 60 enemies in there. We killed like 55 of them. I mean, we did such a good job. You had to be there to see it. Maybe you can go back and look at the replay. But after much anguish, Derek did like 100 damage to one guy. You should have seen it.
Totally happened.
Totally happened. Our boat was sunk. And with us came our captain, and then the shadows and the shadow dog, I think it was the shadow dog, what it's called. And then the spellcasters on the ship, manning the ships that attacked us. One of them casted a whirlpool on top of us. So we are in pretty bad shape. Oh yeah, and Derek has like 2 strength or something like that.
Yeah, he's in pretty bad shape.
Some stupid.
And Edmund has 20.
And Edmund has
all
soul.
those that we've done before.
So,
All right, well, thank you for the recap. Please gain inspiration, Elion, for your beautiful retelling and accurate retelling of the events.
Thank you,
100%
thank you.
confirmed hundreds of damage from Derek.
I saw it happen.
Okay. And with that, we're going to pick up where we left off, which is with the Shadow's turn. And at the start of the Shadow's turn, he's buffeted by the rough waters that are occurring in this whirlpool, and other things are slamming into him. And he's going to take... here's... I'm trying to find the damage. What the heck? Literally pre-opened all these spells and I can't find it.
Million tabs.
I think it's 2d8. Well, he has to make a strength save first. Alright. They're not very strong. He makes the save! Alright. So he will take half damage? Yep. Okay, so he takes some damage. You see this shadow being bashed around by the water, and it snaps it out of its fear that it was experiencing. I said, I think one of you turned the undead on this.
I think it's the two that had the
spooky marks.
Yeah, the
whatever.
spooky marks. Yeah.
This one is going to try to attack Antamila.
Of singular purpose.
It's
It
if they
misses.
take any damage, it stops the turn, right?
Yeah,
The turn effect?
99% certain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. Just making sure it didn't need to be damage from us, but I think it is any damage at all.
It misses you, Antamila. It seems to be buffeted by the waters, and it's not able to land a clear blow on you. Derek, you find yourself swirling in a whirlpool. I need you to give me a strength saving throw, please.
Okay, so just gonna have to refresh a couple rules. I am currently heavily encumbered, so I have disadvantage on my body ability checks. If I was to use inspiration, how does the inspiration work? Does it just cancel?
That's correct.
Okay.
If you have any form of inspiration, even if you had 50 different forms of disadvantage, if you had any form of advantage, even if it's just one, it cancels out infinite disadvantage. That's how it works. It doesn't matter how many you have.
Okay. Sorry, excuse me. And so I'm making a strength check to do what now?
To avoid being crushed under the waters of the whirlpool.
Okay, that sounds pretty bad. So
Okay.
I would like to use my inspiration,
Okay.
and
We're still blessed, by the way.
Hashtag blessed.
yeah.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Alright, so the my roll 20 doesn't properly reflect, so I'm going to make the save, and then it's still going to be -3 from that.
Yep.
Did it go through?
I don't see it yet.
Try that again.
Sometimes
Time.
slow.
Good times, boys. I think I just missed the click.
Oh,
There we go.
Okay. So that's an 8. Which is not enough.
are you blessed?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would bless possibly make a difference?
So that is 8, actually -3 more, so that's 5.
Oh, yeah, you don't have
That-
advantage right now.
That's
Correct.
correct.
So
And I'm just saying, right now, roll 20s reflecting my normal strength.
No, I get that. I just, for
Okay,
some reason,
gotcha.
thought you had advantage. You were canceling disadvantage. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think even a 9, I would imagine, probably fails, so
Yeah.
blast probably won't help. I mean, dog and crit, that's worth
How
it.
important for him is it to make this save?
Cool. So that was a 7 total.
Can barely hear you, by the way, Maurice.
I could hear him. Did you turn up his
Yeah.
volume yet?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
do it on
using
Discord.
my
Okay.
webcam.
Okay. So your total is 7.
Correct.
That is not enough to succeed.
Okay, what happens?
Okay. So waves smash into you, and you find it difficult to swim out of the vortex. And you take. Oh, you're trapped in the vortex. You can't escape the vortex. But you take. Please be low. Please be low. Please be low. Okay. Yeah, not bad. You take 7 bludgeoning damage as Edmund slams into you from the side. That definitely could have been a lot worse.
I'm at 10 hit points.
Yeah, so when you fail that save, you're not able to swim out of the vortex.
Okay. So then I guess there's really no point.
Wait, I'm lying to you. A creature caught in the vortex can use this action to swim away from the vortex. Oh, but you have disadvantage on the check. But you have disadvantage anyway, so it's probably not that big of a deal. That part doesn't matter too much, I guess. Yeah, you just have disadvantage when you're trapped in it to swim away from it.
Okay. Kinda, I guess then the only thing I'll do is flailing about, his arms up. Derek will see if I can even do this, actually. Yeah. Okay, he is going to cast Magic Missile.
Ooh. On which one?
That is a great question. Sorry. Man, you think this is my first time playing. He's going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level, and then just split it, so 2 to each.
Okay. Let's start with the one on the left is... At least on the left. Let's start there. So give me your 2 1d4 plus 1s.
Okay. I don't know why that's trying to hit. So the first one is 4.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is 6.
No, it's 4. You can't crit with Magic Missile.
Yeah, 4. 4 and 4, and then the next 2. Alright.
Okay, so 8 to the left one. And 6 to the top one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, the one on the left has to make 2 concentration saves to see if it maintains concentration on control water. Let's see how that goes. That could be a very interesting thing. Alright, saving throw 1. He fails!
Nice.
Alright, well... So suddenly the water stops churning. And the whirlpool dissipates. Anything else, Derek?
So then otherwise, with, even though we're in water, if I was to move away from anybody, that would be still provoking opportunity?
Yeah, right now there is a shadow mastiff adjacent to you, and if you tried to move away, it would probably try to bite you.
Yeah. Okay. Then Derek's gonna flail about and try to tread water as best as he can.
Yeah,
And
well,
stay put.
and actually, with the with the whirlpool gone, you find yourself able to kind of hold yourself up just barely in the water. You're way lighter than you normally would be, but you know you're glubbing. But it's not particularly difficult.
Okay.
Now it's bad guy at the top's turn. And I really hate to do this to you guys, but he casts control water.
Yep.
Yeah, at least he didn't get another action, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
very
yeah.
true, actually. Token layer. And a whirlpool reappears over the party.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay.
Action economy, you know?
Yeah, there's two of them, but they've burned through some spell slots because if you recall, they casted control water before to flood your boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So whatever slot that is, they both use 2 of each.
mhm.
And they only have, if I recall, a certain amount.
There is a certain amount they have. It's definitely true. He will also, on his turn, because there's a spiritual weapon next to him and he's not a dumb bad guy. Actually, that's not a really good spot though. He's just going to move to the edge of his boat here. He's not going to be able to get out of range, unfortunately. Let me just make sure they don't have any bonus actions. Okay, nope, we're good. Okay. Shadow, this guy is going to make a strength save against the world. The funny thing is he's kind of messing up these shadows with the whirlpool.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know?
Worth the risk for him, probably.
Probably. He fails.
Woo.
He takes some damage.
Nice.
It looks like the shadow knows how to drown.
I feel like you just made a pun, but I still missed
Yeah,
it.
I didn't get it.
Are you still reflecting bloodiness here?
I am not, but the top one is bloodied. And in regards to the shadows, what's their next hit points? Hold on. The shadow, these top two shadows are bloodied. It looks like, and oh, hold on, never mind, hold on. The top shadow is bloodied. This shadow's not bloodied. Let me actually just mark him to make it easier. And then this one is. And then this. Yep, everything is accurate for bloodied status at the moment.
Cool.
This shadow is going to attack one of you two. One for Anthamila, 2 for the captain. Anthamila. And it tries to drain your strength. What's your AC?
If I still have my shield, 18.
Yeah, you haven't lost your shield. It misses. Okay, not bad, guys. I actually have a shadow under you, Anthamila. It, according to initiative, I don't think it's alive anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't know why it's even showing this thing in the initiative order.
We'll take that.
Yeah, it's. I actually don't think it's there. I don't know what it's doing. I'm gonna just delete it. One to the left of you, Anthamila, is gonna make a save versus bludgeoning. It fails.
Nice.
Ooh.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, and it just disappears.
Like the one to the left of Hepzilla.
Yeah, it
It
dies.
went from not being bloody to dying. Damn.
Yeah, these things don't have a lot of hit points, friends.
No, I'm more worried about the amount that the whirlpool did. Scary.
That's true. It's a pretty relevant thing. It's moving very quickly. The captain of your boat is going to make a strength save.
Come on, Cap.
Come on, Cap.
I'll roll
my
this one
captain.
out for you guys.
Captain, my captain.
He fails. I'm not going to roll the damage publicly, though.
Makes sense.
Is he just gonna be outright slaughtered?
The captain falls under the waves, clutching his throat as, like he's trying to hold his breath. And while underwater, he impales himself on Edmund's weapon. He dies.
You're having Derek knock into me for bludgeoning damage. You're having captains go on my sword. Like,
You're the only one with pointy thing. Oh, okay. Anthemila's horn. He smashes in
Oh
Anthemila's arm.
no!
He gets.
No!
It's not piercing. It's you know.
It's bludgeoning. I'm just trying to be thematic with it,
how about
guys.
the shield?
it's fine. It's fine.
He
It's
does.
just, they,
He literally just straight up dies. Well, he's technically unconscious, but
Well, he's sinking.
yeah, I'll go ahead and just put an X just in case someone wants to do something about that. But he's very unalive at the moment. Edmund, it is your turn.
Oh, before anything else happens, should I appreciate my new positioning on the map? Because I'm completely fine with where I'm at now. This is good stuff.
Wait, did I move you?
no. I think
I'm
he
not-
the shadow died and.
Oh yeah, no, you didn't move me at all. I'm completely fine. It's good. We're good.
Okay.
I think that's what you were.
Yeah, it was.
totally.
Absolutely.
He
Yeah,
moved us
yeah.
after the whirlpool started because it clumps us together.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm getting bamboozled somehow, but I don't know how.
You have to watch the replay to find out.
Yep, I'm gonna
Alright,
go back.
make a strength saving throw. Yes.
Too late. Too late.
Yes, Edmund, give me a strength saving throw. As the waters of the whirlpool
That's
bash into you.
minus.
You're good. It doesn't matter how much minus it is unless it's really bad.
No. It's like -2 because I'm.
You're good.
Actually,
Bless.
it's not minus anything. I programmed in my 12 in a D&D, so that's
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah, that's accurate. Nice.
Yeah, you kind of steady yourself in the water, and things still smash into you. The water is still very powerful,
Right.
and you take
So,
4 damage.
all right, let me do that. I'm at 28 out of
You are
36.
also impaled on my horn and die instantly.
No, that's what the plate's for. You have to
They're
use
just-
those tricksy horns. So,
Oh, okay. So you have protection from my horny.
Jeez.
no.
No.
So yeah, Edmund really needs to get to that captain, and
Good thing he's closer.
he can't find any way to do it until suddenly, I'm gonna go ahead and use my ass.
Talk it up, sir.
Oh.
Talk it up.
So I'm going to activate Radiant Soul for the first time in this game.
Yeah, paste it in chat. Post your ability.
Yeah, sure. Where is this?
And describe to us what happens.
Yeah. Where am I? Oh, apparently I don't have that programmed into Roll20, so let me just go ahead and copy paste.
Neat. I increased the size of the dice window a little bit, by the way. Not a
Oh,
lot,
cool.
but a little bit. I'll do a little more later. Alright, so describe to everyone what happens while you're
So-
funneling in the water right now.
Yeah. So, basically, a pair of ethereal wings would sprout from Edmund's back, and probably has like a very slight glow to him. Nothing that would like emit light or anything mechanically, but his what's the word I'm looking for? his eyes would go from just normal blue to like blue with like gold in them. And he gains a fly speed. So he's going to fly up out of the water and probably provoke from Shadow Pupper, I think.
Yeah, if you're moving out of his reach, he will provoke.
Yeah.
Alright, Shadow Pupper tries to bite you as you try to fly away. Let's see how undramatic he can make this by making you fall prone. It'd be my favorite thing.
I don't think he can actually hit me without critting.
Well, you have just tempted fate, my friend.
No, he's probably got a fire attack mod than that.
Shadow Pupper's actually not that weak, yeah.
Yeah, they're meant for doing that, yeah. He might.
Yeah, I've had personal experience.
He rolled really high. What's your AC?
22.
Okay, he misses you. It's really close, though. He
Jeez.
almost got you.
Oh, wait. It might not be 22.
Uh-oh.
I didn't roll my concentration for getting hit for 4 damage.
Oh, no.
Okay, I crit on my
Oh, that's really good. He would have
Okay.
definitely hit you without that extra 2 AC. He rolled a 20 on his attack.
Shield of Faith is still up.
And for
Don't make this so damn
funsies,
dramatic. Oh god.
so for funsies, can you just roll that strength save? I'm just curious to know if he would have dragged you prone, which would have been hilarious. I just
Yes.
want to know.
Oh wow.
It's a 6. He would have.
Oh my god. You start to ascend into the heavens, and Shadow Puppy says, no! Drags you back into the water. That would have been
What happened?
sick.
If he had got him and had locked on, and then the dog had failed the strength saving throw to escape the whirlpool, would he have just dragged him down?
I don't think it grapples. But that'd be really messed up.
Yeah, it just knocks you prone.
That would be hilarious.
So, well, at least normal animals like that, wolves and stuff. I don't know about shadow masses, but so, question: if I fly up, like, 5 feet or whatever,
Yeah.
2 questions, I guess. One, if I go like that, am I provoking when I leave these guys?
Yeah, but because of diagonal, you could just move vertically. It doesn't matter. So
Right.
But then I have to come back down to get to the
yeah,
cap.
again, diagonally though. So
Okay. All right.
you're fine.
Cool. So I can move diagonally up 15, diagonally down 15.
Correct.
This guy. Okay, cool.
Ah.
Yeah, I will do that.
Because I don't
And
make
as I'm
diagonals
coming-
cost extra movement, but
And as I'm
mathematically
coming
speaking,
down, yeah. There's a lot of weird rules for it that you can implement. Old 3.5 stuff. But yeah, as he's coming down from his 15 feet of diagonal, he will swing his longsword at this guy.
oh yeah,
And
who's currently channeling a
Half.
spell?
if I
Please hit him.
was half tempted to throw my shield as a free action, drop my shield towards the boat.
No, you can't drop your shield as a free action. It's a,
Really?
It's an action
Oh,
and
but it's
off.
strapped onto you. That makes sense. I'm not doing it anyway, but that does make
Yeah.
sense. All right, longsword, blessed. It's gonna be a 24 to hit,
That's really good. That's a hit.
but only 3 slashing. But if it knocks his concentration away, that's all I need.
Yeah. And it's magical damage, right?
Yes.
All right, here comes the concentration save, boys. Cross your
Yeah,
fingers.
This might make or break us.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy
But
in a situation like this, but I don't want to be scummy either.
Wait, why are you being? What's
Tell
Your
me.
feature. I mean, your feature is an action.
oh, you can't even attack after
Oh,
doing it.
Yeah, no, you're right. Nope, that's true.
Would you run into melee with it regardless, or fly into melee?
I don't know that I would. Hold on.
Thank you, Emil.
No problem.
Yeah, no, that's a good call.
Sorry.
It's not scummy at all. That's
Search somebody out of the water though. Which will be just to be. I mean, that's it. Yeah.
I really can't hear you at all, Maurice. I have you on
You could pick
200%.
somebody out of the water that could.
I can't lift anyone because I'm encumbered.
You
Yeah.
shouldn't be able to hear it anyways because it's not her turn.
Yeah. Also, you move at half speed, by the way, when you're encumbered.
Or should be able to hear.
You actually can't even make it. Half your turn is not possible.
Right.
Gotcha.
So you
Cool.
can move
Make it
it.
like-
So
Damn,
I
Kenny, you
will-
messing up all which ways.
Yeah.
The
Well,
longer this turn takes, the more we're gonna find problems.
Sorry, friends.
Wayne's not taking
I don't have any
carry.
bonus actions either.
But getting into the water is not bad.
Yeah.
Getting out of the whirlpool is surely good.
Yeah, so I guess I will just fly up the 5 feet like I was talking about. So the dog attack still happened. So I
Yep.
need that risk threat range, I guess. And I don't know. I will I will I don't think there's literally anything I can do. I have no bonus action, so and I can't do any.
You should probably get closer to one of your targets
Yeah.
for next turn because you are encumbered right now.
Yep, that's about it. So I can move 15 feet total.
Yep.
So 5, 10. I'm doing the whole diagonal thing, obviously. And then, 15. Yeah, that sounds right. So I'm up in the air where that guy can't reach me.
So I just looked up the rules for encumbrance.
Yeah.
It doesn't half your speed like I thought. It reduces your speed by 10.
Oh,
Okay.
So
So I can move
You can move.
5 more.
Yeah, you can move next to it.
Okay.
But are you heavily encumbered or just regularly encumbered?
Give me a second, I'll tell you. Probably.
There's
you
no
car-
way you're heavily encumbered.
If you carry weight
says-
in
it
excess
says-
of 10 times your strength score.
oh,
Are you?
Yeah.
Are we? We're not doing the variant rule though.
It says I'm over carrying capacity, is what it says.
Wait, what are you
by how
talking about,
much?
Elio?
though?
I guess just make sure that's not the variant rule.
Oh, is that a
encumbrance.
variant rule?
There's one that it, because I remember asking you when we first started if we are gonna do the variant or not, and we said we're not.
I just don't remember which book it is in.
It's in the Player's Handbook.
HP.
Wait, encumbrance is a variant rule?
No, there is a
No, there's a
variant to
different
encumbrance.
version.
Yeah, so this is the variant rule. I'll post it in the here, which sounds to be what you were talking about, the 10 times your strength score.
All I know is it doesn't tell me if I'm heavily or not encumbered. It just says
Your strength score determines the amount of what you can bear. The following terms define what you can lift or carry. Carrying capacity. Your carrying capacity is your strength multiplied by 15. Yes, that's fine. So, and then there's a variant for encumbrance. The rule in lifting and carrying are intentionally simple. There's a variant if you're looking for more detailed rules. When you use this variant, ignore the strength column of the armor table. We're not doing that. Okay, so I guess the question then would be, because it's not listed here, what would you say the penalty is for being past your carrying capacity? Do you just not get to move?
If you're past 15 times your strength score.
Yeah.
I'm currently carrying 193 pounds.
And
My carrying capacity is 180.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, I would say you can be dragging or lifting or pushing the rest of it, but that means that
That means,
your speed drops to 5 feet.
where did you get that from?
The lifting and carrying rules. They're like right.
You could push, drag, lift.
What?
This is
Question.
needlessly
Or
complicated.
maybe this- Yeah.
I'm just gonna go with my initial gut and say it
Get out of
halves
the-
your speed and does nothing else for now. And
How
Is
do
it-
your wings work? Are they physical wings or are they like
They're
Like a light
they're
conflict wing type.
incorporeal, or like yeah, right. Incorporeal is the word I'm looking for.
Sounds right.
yeah, we'll have to adjust this because
Yeah, we'll
naturally
figure out that.
there's some sort of gap here. But the way I'm gonna handle it right now is you move half speed when you're encumbered, and you have disadvantage on body-based checks, anything involving moving or lifting, like athletics and stuff like that. You have disadvantage on those. We'll figure out the actual rule because this seems to imply that you can't go beyond that, which makes me nervous because what does can't go beyond that mean? It doesn't list a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you just couldn't move, or you'll be dragging or pushing the weight. Which
And
means
then, in
you-
which case, it would just be move 5, which seems
Correct.
really rough.
I mean,
Yeah.
50 times your score is a lot, though.
Well, it's not 50, it's 15.
15, sorry. 15
Yeah.
times your score is a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot. I mean,
I
my
mean,
strength
if,
score is still 12,
12 times 15. Like, how much are you carrying? Goddamn.
Well, it's plate.
183 pounds.
Yeah, plate has a base strength requirement of 15 for a reason. It's really heavy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that by itself, he has half speed right there.
Yeah,
For
Yeah,
just for the
yeah.
base not meeting the
Yeah.
requirements of
Mm-hmm.
being proficient in armor.
Right.
Right.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls, I think, for that too, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I will not move into melee with him. So I'm out of range of stuff right now,
Okay.
and that's my turn. Sorry, it took a little bit.
Okay. Oh no, it's not disadvantage on things. It's just lowers your speed by 10. It looks
Yeah,
like.
just speed. Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Yeah, I'll say it.
Is that
That's what I
really
told-
the only drawback?
I know. That's what I told him. Like, even when you had like 14 strength, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, wear it.
Yeah, that's
It's
not that
lower,
bad.
but
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Could you
All right.
imagine that berserker fight though, or whatever those things were, the audience?
yeah.
All right. Well, Edmund doesn't get to do anything this turn because he's trying to fly, and he's not. His little angel wing thingies are.
He's not used to this.
He's too fat right now.
Yeah. Technically, the way it should probably be happening is you're not able to move, but we're just gonna give you cinematic movement speed for that moment because I don't feel like redoing it. Eldrin, it is your turn.
All right. So I'm doing the strength check.
Yes, strength saving throw to see if you could avoid having random debris and water hurt you in a very particularly damaging way.
I'll use my inspiration for this.
Okay.
I don't want to take a shit ton of damage if I can avoid it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the waves are far too strong. And Hope smashes into you, dealing 10 damage.
I'm barely still up.
You're still up, though.
I am.
Why?
Oops, I moved the wrong thing. Alright, 10 damage, okay. 2 HP.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
And you have disadvantage on athletics checks to escape the whirlpool.
Would it be athletics and acrobatics or just athletics?
Just athletics. There's nothing acrobatic about trying to heavily swim out of this water. Unless you can come up with something particularly interesting, which will probably have a ridiculously high DC, you can certainly try.
Okay. We kind of talked about it a little bit before, well, after we ended the last session, but Phantom Steed,
Yeah.
if it gets hit, there's a minute where it doesn't disappear.
Yep.
Like it fades slowly.
Yep.
Is it still controllable?
Yeah, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
It's just slowly fading away.
Just slowly fading away. Okay, so I can create it in an unoccupied space.
Yeah.
Is the space between Eldrin and myself unoccupied? Because it's gonna be like a warhorse.
Eldrin and yourself.
So
You
yourself
are-
and yourself.
Who?
Like here, sorry. This space right here. Is this enough for me to cast
No,
it?
you need a 10
Right.
by 10 spot.
That's 10 by 10, okay. 10 by 10.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, so I would cast it next to the doggo here.
Okay. Give me a second to grab a horsey. I thought I had the horse icon already ready, but I guess I didn't. So give me a quick second.
It's hard to tell here, but not next to this one, but under this one and under this.
Oh, what's the range you could cast?
30 feet.
Okay. And hold on. Creating a horsey now. It's not that big or majestic.
I'll post it again so we can read the...
Alright, and where are you putting it?
Under hope.
Right
There.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is the thing? Oh, because level 3. That's right. Alright, posting it. So we have the verbiage.
I'm going to add this to initiative to act on the same turn as you, just for the sake of making our lives easier.
I think
not,
that makes
It's not going to take
sense.
damage at the start of its next thing.
Okay.
You're just summoning it now.
All 10. Gotta get on it.
Okay. You'll...
Half my movement.
Yeah. And you could do that. That's not a problem.
Alright.
The doggy can't attack you because it's already taken an attack of opportunity.
Right. Alright. So,
I didn't roll
the
for
horse
hope.
has movement.
That's
Correct?
very true.
I can't move the horse, by the way.
Yep, you won't be able to. Give me a second.
Okay.
I will give you control. Control by Eldrin. Save. And let me move it. Let me move you to front. And there you go.
Alright. Alright, so... I guess here's questions on how we're gonna do this.
Do what?
What's
do you-
stopping me from just getting out of the whirlpool right now?
Just the horse making an athletics check to swim out of the whirlpool.
Okay.
Does it have the stats of a warhorse? Like, what are its stats?
Let's see. Large quasi-real horse-like creature appears on the ground. You decide the appearance.
Riding
Is this
horse.
just riding horse?
Riding horse.
So a
Sorry.
riding horse has a strength of, or athletics most notably, of 3. So
Okay.
give me a 1d20 plus 3.
Well, I was asking that question. I wasn't saying I was gonna do that.
Okay, it has to make an athletics check if it wants to
Okay,
move through
okay.
the rough water.
Could I attempt to drag Derek out with me
Derek?
as my action?
No, he's not next to you.
Well, but I
he
can
wasn't
get
when
to
you
him.
started.
I know, but I can get to him.
I think he's saying move.
You would have to
Move and
make
then
an
attack.
athletics check to swim through the water. In which case, that would change some things because you might not be able to mount the horse if you failed
Well-
your athletics check.
No. Well, I'll be on the horse. I guess that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're not remotely near Derek right now. If you're trying to move to Derek, like I said, the horse will have to make an athletics check to swim.
Right.
If you want to
But he
put
was
Derek on the
gonna have-
horse, it'll take your action, and I will let you put him on the horse.
Right. So the horse will have to make 2 athletics checks. Is what you're saying?
It just needs to make 1 athletics check to swim.
Okay.
It has made no check so far to swim.
All right. Let's do that then.
Okay, go ahead and give me a athletics check, which is a 1d20 plus 3.
All right. This works. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, the horse seems startled in the water, and it doesn't seem to be able to get
Alright.
good footing. It can't move.
Okay. All right. Well, here goes nothing. I'll attempt to shoot the bloodied guy up here.
Okay.
Oh, and here's the question: do I want to use? I don't see my hunter's mark anywhere, so I guess I can move my hunter's mark to him first.
Yeah, you could do that.
Okay.
It was probably
making
one of the
sure.
things that died.
Probably, yeah. So I'll hunter's mark him.
He has something else on him that I don't know what it is, but it's lightning bolt, so it's something from Anthamila. But I don't know what it is.
Oh.
Oh, it's guidance.
Yeah.
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. The next attack has advantage.
Has advantage, right?
There you go,
That's
friends. Helping you out.
All right.
Good thing, Good thing
welcome.
Edmund didn't attack you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he has blue dot. Okay, cool.
Alright, let's see if this works.
Blue dot's concentration. Did you have something else,
Yep.
Kenny?
Nope. He didn't have it before.
I'm trying to keep track of all this craziness that's going on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you hit him for 20 damage.
20 damage.
Okay.
Drop that concentration. Drop it.
Your
Drop
arrow
it.
strikes him, and he's still up. It's almost as though he has resistances that you're intimately familiar with of
Yes.
demon kind.
Like everything else I've hit so far.
Yeah, the struggle. Magic weapons will be great.
Yeah, great.
And or silver arrows. Silver arrows you could have probably got by now, actually. And concentration save. You should add that to your shopping list.
Is
Is
silver
your-
arrows? I thought that was just for specific things, not anything that's
Yeah, I
magic
didn't think
resistant.
I think it didn't. I don't think those count as magical for everything. Just certain things.
Yeah.
Like werewolves.
They don't, but for some reason I thought these things were. I thought they were vulnerable to silver. They might not
No,
be,
yeah.
actually, now that I'm saying that
Yeah.
out loud. Concentration save. It makes it. But it looks really hurt. You
Yeah.
feel like if it was not a demon,
Alright,
it probably would have died from that shot.
Alright, it was good damage. It was good damage, and I'm on the horse, so even if I go down, I won't sink.
That's true.
Save the brooch.
Save the brooch, the most important priority. Let Eldrin die, save the brooch.
If you have to make a choice.
Jeez.
Are you done, Eldrin?
Yeah, I think that's all I can do.
Yeah, the guy appears in pretty rough shape. I already did the horse, he did his athletics check. Shadow Puppers.
Oh no.
Strength save versus Whirlpool. He makes it. And he takes some damage though. But he's not bloodied at the moment. He's gonna try to bite the poor, alone Derek in the face.
Come at me, dog.
Dwarf! Here we go.
Hold on.
Alright, he's gonna hit you.
Mm-hmm.
They hit hard.
He hits you for 8 damage.
That's it. Oh, nice.
I
Dude,
need
that
you.
guy hit me for 15.
I'm not gonna worry about save versus prone because that doesn't really matter in the water. You're good.
Not
Okay.
true.
He's not swimming down and dragging him underwater. I imagine.
Yeah, he's not
I'm
grabbing.
taking you with me.
Yeah.
On Thamila, give me a
Got
strength
shit
saving
ton
throw.
of saves coming. All right, give me a moment. Give me a moment.
You guys are
All
doing
right,
okay.
so-
You guys are doing okay.
What?
Yeah, we're doing better than I thought we would be.
I feel better. I feel better. Phantom Steed is from the brooch as well, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh my god.
I really like Phantom Steed Brooch. It's pretty good. It gives you, doesn't it give you armor bonus too? Or
It
something?
gives me a 1 AC, yeah? Oh, there we go. Let's go.
All right, you're only gonna take half damage.
Okay.
So take 4 damage, and I need a concentration saving throw from you.
Yep.
No. This is the most important concentration check
It's
of the
pretty
game.
relevant.
Let's go.
All
And
right,
less on top of
you,
that, too.
the waters. You've been in the water before, Anthamila. Storms are your home.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is nothing.
In your element.
Move that spiritual weapon just a little closer to the back of his head.
It is right next to the bad guy's head.
That is force damage. Please hit. And
Oh, if you hit him, he's probably dead, dude.
Because I am attacking with it. So
If you hit him,
All
he's
right.
probably dead, dude. No pressure.
Hit him.
go for it,
That's good.
just in case.
That's good.
Last
Okay.
17.
good.
17 to hit. For how much damage? 12
10.
of 10. Your spiritual weapon soars through the air and makes contact with the demon, who disappears in a poof of sulfur.
Yes.
Let's go.
And the whirlpool also vanishes.
Oh man.
Now I have a choice.
And the other guy's turn, and he whirlpools again.
Well, it's still on Themila's turn. She hasn't even taken her action or movement yet.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a bonus action. I haven't even moved it. Okay, we're gonna. Ooh, this is gonna be. Oh, this could be good or very, very bad.
Incoming
So I
Thunderwave,
apologize.
dead party.
Oh no, I wish I could. Okay, is he still beside me? Is he still like the guy? Is he like just floating down now?
The
Or is he
captain,
already- Yeah, is he already gone?
he's not breathing and sinking. You saw him clutch his throat, and then you impaled him with your horn.
The horn.
Completely on accident.
Could be very, very bad.
Are you turning him into a zombie or something? That'd be sick.
If I had that ability, that would be great.
that'd
A
be
zombie
dope.
captain.
Isn't necromancy usually?
But that's
slightly
usually
evil?
frowned upon good communities.
Yeah,
It's
necromancy-
not. Some spells that you would not expect, like healing
Toll the
spells, are
Dead's
actually
necromancy, I think.
necromancy.
Oh yeah. Like, raise the dead. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. But like,
Yeah, like
brawl, that would
revivify
be
is-
bad.
Yeah, Revivify is fine. Yeah.
I'm debating if I should cure wounds him and then move out of the range of those two shadows, specifically.
Oh god, this seems like the scariest turn.
Oh, you, like cure one's Derek?
Do we care about the captain first?
Oh. Oh, you were talking about the captain.
Oh yeah.
That
Everyone
guy's
cares about
dead.
every soul of Faerun. But he probably cares about your souls more than.
Oh, that poor. Oh,
Look at how nice Maurice is.
Even if he would
I
just
could save
I
him
already,
now.
You know what I'm
already
gonna
put
do?
him on.
Is your character good aligned, Maurice?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a DM jerk, and I'm gonna give you a heads up. If you go to save that captain, I will absolutely give you inspiration. But at what cost to the party? At what cost to this encounter? What will you do? It's certainly a
What
very
would
good aligned
Anthony
thing to
do?
save someone that you just impaled with your horns.
Hey,
on the-
I didn't do it. That was the whirlpool's fault.
It's true. I'm just saying. You know, this is certainly. I will rarely tell you, but it's mostly because I'm trolling. The choice is yours and yours alone.
I like how we went from are we getting TBK to are we saving that NPC?
TPK is still very possible. Just
Oh,
just,
I understand.
just FYI.
See, there's a very. I mean, you know, there's a reason I want to save
feels
the
less
captain.
possible though. That false sense of security, that blanket has
Oof.
washed
You guys
over me.
gotta stop with that. You guys really gotta stop.
Wait.
Here comes the
Wait,
third
wait,
boat.
wait.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh god. If I were to grab a character, could I drag them in the water right now? Because interacting with an object, I just grab a character and then just swim like half feet or whatever.
Yeah, we talked about this last section. I'm gonna not make it a free interaction to grab a willing participant because we could do this
Okay,
whole.
I haven't used my action.
Dangerous
Could I
precedent.
actually grab somebody and could I? What speed would I swim at if I were to grab somebody and move?
Well, you already swim at half speed. I won't make you swim at less because the water it's easy to move somebody. So you'd be swimming at your normal speed, which is just half speed. I'm not gonna half and half. That'd be weird.
And he's unconscious, so he's not resisting, which is easier to drag.
Yeah, but then again, there are two shadows next to you.
They are.
Yeah, there are two shadows next to me. Four shadows. Not really gonna do too much. Because I know what's gonna happen. We all know what's about to happen.
What's about to happen?
I don't know what's about to happen.
Really? Look who's after me. We know what's about to happen. It's very, very clear what's about to happen. God, that would be
What is this initiative order you speak of, Anthemilla? I don't know what that is.
Alright. I'm going to hell. Cure wounds, Derek.
Roll it.
I like it. I'm going to hell. Gives healing power to one of his companions.
All right. Derek.
Oof, minimum.
And I move. Yeah. What can I move to provoke the attack from the bloody one? Actually, let's move over here. The dog didn't do. Well, yeah. Yeah. One. Wait, is there another one under my body again?
No. Wait, that's the one? I deleted him off of initiative. He doesn't exist. So this is the shit you were talking about, isn't it, Maurice? I did move your character.
Yeah! Yes! That's what I'm like, okay, alright.
Let me see if I feel better about this.
He sank under.
I feel better about this. It's fine. He was
He
basically
probably
dead.
died to the bludgeoning, yeah.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
That is the lowest roll of cure wounds I've ever fucking seen.
So
That's a
Derek, did you
lot.
catch that you healed for 4 hit points?
Yep, I'm healed.
All right. Anything else on Thamila? Bonus
That was
action
it.
move.
You might,
All
you
right.
might want to go ahead and take his attack of opportunity.
Thank you for reminding me. The bloodied one tries to attack you. It misses. Oh, I see why you reminded me.
Mm-hmm.
You wanted
Ah.
Sneaky.
to classy
Catch
play.
me!
Altruism versus.
And I move again down to the puppers. We're gonna get one of these things.
Hit me! Hit
That's
me!
my move action.
There you.
This is my favorite thing.
That's really good.
I want them to hit you and then get a 4 on strength drain on you and make you regret
That'd be,
this.
that'd be terrible.
This would
but
seem like this would be a cool like character to build. Like
I
somebody
agree.
that wants-
Is it a cool idea to build a character that would be hit by stuff, Kenny, and
Yeah,
enjoys
yeah, yeah.
getting hit by stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
That'd be an interesting character concept, right, Kenny?
Wouldn't it be? Too bad it doesn't look like you
I
can see
taste
it.
some salt. I taste some salt here.
On the Mila, what's your AC right now?
18.
It hits you.
Alright, how much strength drain? How much damage?
You're gonna take 7 necrotic damage. I need you to give me a concentration save versus to maintain bless.
7. Oh, good lord. Alright, and maintain bless. I do wish that the retaliation thing happened before the damage. That'd be great. But
Yeah, it's a
doesn't.
trigger for damage. Yeah.
yeah. And alright.
Yeah, good.
All right, add your bless. You still have
Yep,
bless technically.
Nice.
Okay, you maintain bless. You take 2 strength damage.
Okay. Which
So not 2 damage. Your strength drain.
Yeah, your
Okay.
strength is
Strength,
reduced
okay.
by 2.
I mean, a 12, which I believe means that I am also as encumbered as. Yeah, because of the you get that 14 to wear chain, right?
Yeah, I believe
If
so
I
for
recall.
chain. Heavy armor, let me just double check. Chainmail, yeah, strength requires 13.
13, yeah.
So now I'm at 12. All right, and let's go ahead and do. Wow,
Was it worth
so
it?
much damage.
Oof.
No, it wasn't.
What-
2 for 2.
Was it worth it?
It would have been if the one who was bloodied had hit me. It would have been fine.
Alright, he's gonna make a save. What's the DC?
Oh, DC
13? I see it.
It should be 13, yeah.
He takes 2 damage. Got him.
Well, just imagine you roll a 4 and then he passes save.
That's a good way to look at it.
I think it's actually never rolled very, very high, sadly. I get a nice 16 from that.
Also, you could only move here. Because if you moved left, you could only move 15 in the water. So
Oh,
you're-
would I not have been? Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you're here.
Good.
I don't know if that's actually relevant, but all
As
right.
long as the dog has another target.
Bad guy's turn. He casts a spell, and a whirlpool appears.
No.
What spell did he cast?
It's almost like he casted control water. Oh, did
What?
someone disappear?
Control water?
No, we're good. I think everyone's here, right? Because I can't be hiding bad guys anymore. He's done. Shadow. Only has Edmund to attack, so he will attack Edmund. Oh no, Edmund, you're in the air, right?
Yeah, I'm in the air.
How high up are you?
I could only move 15 feet.
Yeah, so
I
you're at this
basically
side.
went diagonally 15 feet up.
Cool,
And was
you're
going to
good.
go 15 feet down. But
Well, this shadow's gonna get more vengeance, I guess, on Tamila. Oh, the whole round's over. I need to roll for hope. Give me a second.
oh no, ho.
Yeah, I didn't give Hope an initiative, so I just said as soon as we make it all the way around. I forgot.
Doggy paddle, hope. Doggy paddle.
Hope is probably pretty wrecked. Let's see. I'm gonna roll her.
Did we put the healing potion in the?
You didn't train
We never
her,
actually
so
said so.
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't
you're
think
good.
so.
You bought the thing, but you didn't put the potion in it.
Edmund's worried about hope. Kenny's worried about the healing potion. Dark.
Hope is not a very good swimmer.
No.
Hope dead.
Hope is dead.
You killed Hope.
We lose more
Keep Hope
animals.
alive.
Your Hope has been crushed by the waves. The phantom steed that was summoned smashes into Hope, and Hope's eyes that were once full of life are now not full of life. Rip. And the shadow attacks Edmund.
Wait, it can't reach me.
Oh no, he moves and attacks into me. That's right.
Yep.
Actually, he
Hold
might not
on.
be able to move. He might not even be alive. Hold on, let me roll.
Yeah, but it's like he, I think, is one of them is
He's probably not even going to be able to get to you. Their strength is really garbage. All right, so
Why they
saving
drain
throw
other
first.
people's.
He fails, so he might even die before he even gets an attempt to move. Jam roll. Yeah, he dead. He did.
hey, it's 2 damage up that.
Nice.
So I'm going to say to myself.
And I say to myself, Derek, I need a strength save.
I hope you have another magic mix on that. Yeah.
Well, I hope he survives.
Yeah. Let's see how much that 4 hit points keeps him alive.
Yeah.
It's very possible that you could have saved his life. All right, you don't
Okay.
make the
I
strength
hope so.
save.
Bless.
So that's a 1.
Oh, no.
God.
Even with bless, there's nothing.
Yeah. Well, hold up, folks. Hold up.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
get
That's
you
right.
get a message from above. If you rolled really well, you might be able to make it, but probably not mathematically
Probably
speaking.
not. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to remember.
Well, make sure to up less first, so we
Oh,
know
yeah.
what to
I know
work
class.
with.
Get that 4. Get that 4, baby.
Oh, that's
4.
true. Bless makes it a lot more reasonable, actually.
Where is it? Oh. Okay.
I can roll it if you'd like.
Trying to get back here. Sorry,
Dude,
guys.
Antomila rolls real good blesses.
Apparently.
And guidance, too.
She doesn't roll really good heals, though.
Okay.
Yeah, no, shit,
I'm at a
shit
6.
You-
And then
Well, you're a 4, right?
That is 6. Oh yeah, because
Actually, I'm
minus
at
2. You're right.
minus
it's-
3.
Oh no.
So
Sure,
I'm at
3.
I'm at 3,
Okay. Oh, no.
It's still possible.
and then 9
Oh.
Nine.
with my favorite. So sorry, I used my favored by the gods thing. So I'm at a 9.
Have you used inspiration?
Yeah.
Waves bludgeon you. The body of your previously alive captain smashes into you and deals 7 damage.
You see Derek fall under.
No.
Glub, 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 glub.
What were you at?
6.
We can all blame Antamila's garbage heal.
Yeah.
It just needed to be 2 higher, and Derek would have survived.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, Derek.
He's not dead yet.
That's very true.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet.
That's
Yeah.
very true. It's actually... It's not that bad. Shadow.
Not that bad.
He's gonna probably just die. We'll see. Let's see how he rolls.
We
Was he
don't
the one
know.
that got caught beforehand? Because one of them was caught. Like, it was,
yeah, he's in a bad shape. He's very bloodied.
Right now, he's feasting on a struggle meal. So.
He makes the save though.
Alright.
Okay.
Half damage might do it though. Maybe.
Possible?
It doesn't. He survives with 1.
Oh.
Okay.
But he might not be able to move, so it might not even freaking matter. Let's see if he can swim.
Athletics check, that's right.
Ugh. No, he's not going anywhere. The Shadow just sits there, just unable to move. They're not very strong. I'm gonna remove Captain from the initiative order. He's
He is
probably
now
dead.
below the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother actually.
I wish I could have done both. But I
Let me
couldn't.
just do it. Okay, good to know.
If I were a druid, I could have done it.
Edmund.
Cool. Edmund's going to rely on his friends to hopefully take care of that captain, and he's going to fly diagonally back down and into the water
Huh!
to hopefully grab Derek before he.
Wait, where'd you go?
He's under the
And-
captain. I'm just gonna
Oh,
remove
okay,
the captain
sorry.
off the map.
Oh, I see myself above him, but he's going to hopefully be able to grab him somewhere on his bod and empty his lay on hands pool into him.
Yeah, he's technically not under. I didn't make him actually start falling
Sink.
underwater.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see Edmund with his new wings dive bomb towards Derek when he sees him start to go under, and grabs him and empties 20 points of lay on hands into him.
Damn!
Damn!
Alright.
Damn.
What?
Damn.
And then uses nope, that's his whole 15 feet of movement. He can't move more than that. That's his turn.
Okay. Eldrin, you don't have to make the save, but your horsey is going to do so.
Yeah.
Which might be
You said-
relevant.
Was that +3, you said?
I don't need the horse to make the save actually for damage because it doesn't have health, right? As soon as it takes damage, it starts fading.
It starts fading.
Right.
Yeah, your horse starts
It'll hit
fading.
Something.
He's gonna
Yeah.
start fading, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think I
Yeah,
should keep
9
track of it,
rounds.
or 10 rounds we're probably gonna be at a...
10 rounds will be fine. We don't need to keep track. If it starts to get ridiculous, it
We
won't.
can go
We'll be
back.
fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Do it. Do what you do the best.
All right. I am first gonna try to see if the horse can move.
Yeah, give me a 1d20 plus 3.
Oh, what do you mean? Well, what's happening? Oh. There we go. Nice.
Yeah, the horse seems to have gained its footing as it starts to disappear, and it can move at half speed.
All right. Half speed of my horse is 50. So,
Wait, 50? That's really good.
Uh,
Use 100 feet.
because of
yeah.
phantom speed, yeah. Phantom speed.
Oh, it's a riding horse, but it's just faster than a riding horse?
It's faster, yeah.
53 on
What's its normal speed?
Riding horses are normally like 60, I
60.
think. This
No,
thing is a
that's
speed of
okay.
100.
Holy
Mhm.
crap.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
You basically could go wherever you want on this map, pretty much.
Save the brooch.
Because it could dash too, obviously.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come to this corner over here.
Okay.
And I am going to... Oh, he can dash too, right?
Yeah, he could dash.
I'll start with that. I forgot about the dash. I would have made different moves. And then I'm going to... I'm trying to think.
Gotta zoom out. You're so far away.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to make him a concentration check or if I just want to make him do damage. I think you guys' HP are good enough. If I'm keeping it well in my head. I'm gonna try to attack him with sharpshooter.
Alright.
And Hunter's mark him, I guess, if that matters. But
Yeah,
yeah, yes. The huge.
the huge. Yeah, the hunter's mark on him.
I guess bless doesn't matter. So
19 damage.
19 half damage.
Yeah, he's gonna have to make a concentration save.
Nice.
Which he passes.
Alright.
Hold on. Does he have to make a concentration save for every instance of damage?
Yes.
Is Hunter's Mark a separate instance of damage?
No.
No, I wouldn't call it a separate. Just kind of adds to it.
But a cool example of this where it comes up relevant is Magic Missile. Magic Missile's 3 different hits. It's not really hits, but 3 separate instances of damage.
Alright. So I am going to use the horse's dash and get over here.
This horse is really good at swimming. Splish splashing around in the water.
Yeah.
It looks really weird. Oh, D&D rules.
Almost like a seahorse.
Alright, you done, Eldrin?
I am. Yes.
Okay. Shadow Puppy. Antamila and... Alright, 1 for Antamila, 2 for Derek.
Is Derek a little predisposed being underwater right now?
What's that?
He's close enough near the top of the water to be healed.
Okay.
Sure.
He's getting attacked by Pupper.
Okay.
Oh, at least you got 20 HP. That's pretty good.
Yeah, he's not going to get one shot by
Yeah.
Shadow Pupper. It's
Which is
fine.
more than me right now.
It hits you for 10 piercing damage, Derek.
Oh,
Cool.
Shadow Mastiff sinks its teeth into your flesh.
Oh, did he take the damage at the beginning of the turn?
No, he didn't. I guess I should do that. Thank you. I forgot that the whirlpool was even still. I didn't even think about it. For some reason, I thought you got him. Okay, it's strength. He crit succeeds. Slash general. Okay. Alright, he's done. Antamila.
Here we go again. Alright, circus with this Alright, well. It was nice knowing you folks. Alright, so let's do that right now. Cool. Alright, so strength strength save first.
Mm-hmm. You make it.
Oh, cool.
So you're gonna take half damage.
Damn A
Alright.
plus.
You're gonna take half of this, so you're gonna take 5 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to give me a concentration saving throw.
5 altogether.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And hashtag keep blessed.
Hashtag keep bless. You got it. Because of bless.
Yep.
It will add at least 1, so you're good. You don't even need to
That-
roll it.
That's what Bless especially good, right? Because it helps you maintain.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It maintains itself. Ah, yeah. Okie dokie. This dog has pissed me off, but I've got more important things to worry about. Bring down active. I mean, do I even need? I mean, it's gonna try and roll to hit the damn shadow with the reaction of the spiritual weapon.
Okay, yeah. It has
Just
one
in
hit
case he
point.
gets any dumb ideas and go down to 10 strength or 6 and shit. That would be bad.
You wouldn't. Never mind. It dies.
Marvel. And I am going to attempt to cast Guiding Bolt on. Can I actually? Make sure I have enough. Two spell slots left. That's Guiding Bolt. Yes. Okay. Guiding Bolts on stupid Whirlpool guy.
Okay. So, you would have missed because you have disadvantage, because there's a melee combatant in range with you. But, your bless gave you exactly enough to hit.
Nice.
I didn't have enough.
Hashtag.
And it takes
What?
12 radiant damage. It's very, very bloodied right now.
And the next attack has advantage on it as well, right?
Correct.
That is correct.
Correct.
Nice.
Oh, I forgot to
Now.
put the concentration on.
Make that concentration save.
Oh, that's right.
You get everything. It fails!
Yes.
Let's go.
The
Let's hope this is
whirlpool
the last one it
dissipates.
has.
Yeah, it doesn't have any more spoilers.
Thank God! Oh my gosh.
Are you done?
Oh, I guess I could move away from the dog to provoke an attack of opera. I'm gonna stay right. Oh, wait, no, you said I can't do it. It's reactive. Can I reach down to see if his body is still there? If Hope's body is still there?
Hope's body's there, but the life is long past from Hope's eyes.
Oh, he was outright slain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Probably.
Hope didn't make it. Let me just double check. I want to make 100% sure, but I think so. Hope only has
That's
5 hit points.
It was 11
Oh,
damage.
that was 11
so-
damage.
Yeah,
He was outright slain.
that's a dead Hope. I don't even know
Yeah.
why I have her on
He
the
was
map
ripped
anymore.
apart.
The way you said it sounded like there was a dead hoe.
That's a dead hoe.
Well, he was, wasn't he?
I mean, he was a real bitch.
Poor son of a bitch.
True.
Poor bitch.
Also true. Alright.
Alright.
This guy's turn. Oh, this is interesting. He can't do his trick. So normally when this happens, he has a specific thing he's supposed to do that's programmed into the encounter, but he can't really do that. Huh. Alright, well, he's gonna... A gust of wind appears and moves the boat towards you all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, back.
Yeah, he's coming towards you.
It's gonna hit you with the paddle.
Yeah, he's gonna try and follow you, just run us over.
He's not gonna try to run you over.
Don't give me any ideas. That would be...
Yeah, we've got to move 60 feet.
It'll be interesting if they had a mechanic for it, though.
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
could do something like that, but...
You have to think, like, what would
Hey.
make more sense.
Because they would have been doing that tactic the whole time if that was the case, and...
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, he's using gust of winds to, like, move the boat. It's not like he's, like, maneuvering it exactly, I would imagine.
That's
Yeah.
correct. And he is going to bop you in the head with an oar.
You weren't actually getting.
Man, that guy's ballsy.
Yeah, he doesn't
He's
really
not
have a
looking
choice.
very...
He doesn't have a
Okay.
choice. He's not in really
Okay.
good shape. But a thing's a thing. He misses you. Also,
Also,
he looks at Edmund in the eyes. Edmund, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh,
what the fuck?
shit.
Oh, okay.
You felt as
Hashtag
though
bless just for...
you're
No,
good. You're
no.
good with a 21. We don't even need to hashtag bless.
No,
You gotta roll
always
it,
hashtag
just for
bless.
fun. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. You felt as though a magic effect was attempted on you, but you shrug it off. Okay. Well, this is looking pretty good, guys. I was worried at first. Derek,
I still kind of am.
you're emboldened with the help that has been granted to you by your friend Edmund. What would you like to do?
He's much better at healing,
Yeah.
not random.
You're good.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The captain, he's not outright dead. Question?
It's a couple turns in the whirlpool.
It's been a couple turns.
I'm gonna say he's
Yeah.
you don't know. Meta pigeon, he's dead,
Okay.
but you don't know.
Okay. Then, I guess in that case,
He doesn't appear to be moving, and he's you actually can't even see him at this point.
yeah.
Guess
yeah.
this our
Okay.
six-
If I can't see him,
That'll
then
make
that's fine.
that'll make things easier for you, consciously speaking.
But now I don't know what to do mechanically. Okay. I mean, I guess the only thing I can do, I'm going to attack the dog that's right in front of me with magic missile.
Okay.
I'm going to again cast it at second level. All four at him.
At the what?
The dog. At
Okay.
the dog. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
8 plus 5, 13 plus 3, 16.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Nice.
the dog is not in good shape.
Very nice. Very nice.
Anything else, Derek?
Yeah, I think we're good. I'll risk it. He's going to.
Okay.
Derek is going to back off 5 feet,
Okay.
taking the opportunity.
Okay. Shadow Puppy will absolutely do that.
Okay, and when the dog attacks, we didn't talk about it, but between. So it hasn't been mentioned, but between El Terrell and here, Derek feels that he has a couple new tricks up his sleeve, and I'm going to use a reaction to cast Warding Flare. So when I am attacked by a creature within 30 feet of me, I can use my reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. Before it hits or misses, if it can't be blinded, then it's immune.
Wow. The Shadow
Has
Puppy.
disadvantage and it gets blinded as well.
No,
Yeah.
no, not
Is
blinded.
it a temporary run around blinded, or is it just
No.
like
It doesn't get blinded. If it can't be blinded, though, it just doesn't affect it.
Oh, I see. I see.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Kinda like-
I missed.
Yeah.
it.
You-
Flash,
The
I'm like,
disadvantage is the light. I see.
So you're
Yeah.
pretty confident this dog was about to bite your throat and kill you. It would have. It rolled a 22 and did 13 damage. But the magical light imposed between yourself and the Shadow Puppy, it seems actually extremely affected by this light. And it's almost as though it is a creature of shadow. And right before it gets your throat, it recoils and misses you.
Excellent.
Alright. Is there anything else you want to do?
So yeah, actually, I guess I apologize. 5, 10. My half speed. So I'm just kind of trying to waddle my way back to this other boat.
Yeah. Okay.
So- Now I'm done.
Edmund, your turn.
Cool. Edmund will fly. 5, and putting himself into a flank, unfortunately. But
Classic Edmund.
hopefully not a flank for long, because he's going to attack the captain.
Okay.
Not my advantage, no.
That's my advantage.
Ooh, 17 to hit
You hit.
for 5 slashing.
All right.
Magical slashing.
Oops.
Yeah, magical slashing.
All right. Cool. It is still up.
Cool. This strength sucks. I can't do much damage. That is it. I'm done.
Eldrin, it is your turn.
Very good, very good.
The guiding bolt went away, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It only
Okay.
lasts for the first attack.
Just making sure. Hmm. He's pretty hurt.
Everything here looks like it's very hurt.
Yeah, everything.
Everything.
Just don't know if I want to risk missing.
A tough choice.
I'm gonna hit the guy.
The captain?
Yeah. It's a shame. Doing 15 piercing. Oh man, I'm max damage it anyways.
Your arrow flies through the air, right past Edmund, who's flying in the air in front of this guy, and hits the creature, and he disappears in a poof of sulfur.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Anything else, Eldrin?
Eldrin will move. Oh, sorry. 50 we're talking here. Right here.
Okay. Shadow Puppy's turn. Shadow Puppy can only reach Huntamila. Shadow Puppy tries to kill Huntamila. Bark, 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 bark. Bites. Hit! Wait, what's your AC?
18.
Hits!
This is
Four.
going to be a very thing, I imagine.
8 piercing
Okay, how much
damage.
Ooh,
Oh,
ow.
nice, nice.
Yeah, well, because the day has been so long, I'm just going to go ahead and Divine Wrath, Wrath of the Storm. So, just with that, if he give me a deck save. If he fails that deck save, he's going to take 16 damage, not 6.
Nice.
He fails.
Nice.
He gets shocked by a bolt of lightning from the sky.
He explodes into pieces.
in the water, hitting everybody, and we all die.
Yeah,
That was a very big
projectile
one.
dog piece hits you in the eye, Edmund. I need a dex save from you.
No.
Alright, there seems to be an eerie silence as the sun is almost completed setting over the river, and it's been a little dim out, but it's starting to get dark, and you hear no sounds, and you're sitting in the water.
Are the boats still there?
Yeah, boats are still there.
Are they shadowy still?
Actually, no, they are not.
Free boats, baby.
That is true. There are 2 free boats available.
Alright.
Boats sell for a lot.
They do, and we're about to sell both of these damn boats.
Time to split the party again.
Are you guys splitting the party?
Kind of. I'm going to take my time, because I don't know, we're in the interim. We're out of combat, right? full out of combat.
Yes.
So. Okay, so I'm going to get onto the nearest boat. I'm going to take off the armor so I can stop being disadvantaged. And I'm going to set it up so that it can get sailing or rowing. And then I'm going to go over to the other boat. And then I'm going to search the boats for anything. Make sure we don't got any nasty fucking surprises with totems or anything. So, would you like me? Do I need to do an investigation check or anything like that?
Yeah, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I would like to check as well, so I don't know if that's advantage to her or...
You can make a separate check, or you can give her advantage.
I'll help her, I think.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, well, yeah, I'll just give her advantage. I don't know if you have guidance on yourself, but probably better.
This is a situation where guidance could be used.
Okay, then absolutely. Anytime I could actually use it. Alright, so you do, and then you do. Take a second.
Nice.
Give me a second, because I don't remember if there's actually treasure, because I didn't write down.
You
We thought we were gonna die.
So,
No, I do it in advance.
Quick question. Can we tie? It seems like these boats have like rope in the front and the back. Can we tie the boats together and just all be in one, and then just tow the other one behind us?
Yeah, like you've been drifting around down the river with these boats at the same speed. Technically, the whole party's been actually moving, by the way.
Right.
Like everyone's been kind of just going downriver this whole time. It obviously I can't do animated battle maps. That's a future feature, I think, actually for Roll20.
That would be cool.
But yeah, you guys have actually been making progress towards Baldur's Gate.
Marvelous.
This whole encounter. Yeah, you could definitely try to tie them together. You don't think it would be too difficult? That's
so
not a problem.
unless somebody had like yelled out not to get in the boat, Derek, before anything else, would try to go get out of the water. He's practically dying.
Yeah,
I think we all got on the boats.
yeah. You
Okay.
you actually probably need help, Derek. You can't lift yourself up. You're too heavy. Like you cannot pull yourself up into that boat.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like hanging out, I guess, grabbing, at least just using it as a flotation device.
It's funny enough because I think I was the only one that didn't get any strength taken out, and I still have a -1.
On the boats, when you we don't need to play this out in regards to you're gonna have the time to do this. You're not gonna get attacked or anything. Searching the boats where the Morenoliths once were. Well, I guess I spoke what they are. You find sigils on the ground. They seem to be jewelry. It's like a medallion with twisting fiery sigils inscribed on it. They look valuable. What was the investigation check again?
Altogether 18.
Yeah, you think that, to the right collector, you could probably just sell them as is for 100 gold each. Someone would be it looks like a nice piece of jewelry. But to the right collector, you think someone that might, be interested in stuff that's from creatures from other planes of existence. If you found the right buyer, they might pay up to 3 times that amount. So, it looks like something you've never... It definitely looks extra planar. At cursory glance, though, the general jewelry, it's worth at least 100 gold.
Nice. How many?
1 for each of those creatures, so
1
2
for each
total.
creature. Okay.
Okay.
Did anyone make a check to determine what those things were?
No, nobody made a check to determine what those things were, Kenny.
That's Kenny asking.
That's me answering.
None of us are proficient, so we couldn't do it in the middle.
Oh,
the middle of battle.
okay. I checked on the shadows.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
checked
was
on the
just saying, I
shadows. That's
think
right.
Religion would work.
I think the Arcana actually did, or Religion, one of the two.
Gotcha.
Yeah, does anyone want to try to give me a check to see if they know
Why
what those
not?
were?
Yeah.
Kind of reflecting on their abilities. I'm going to use that to guide my...
Try your thought process. Okay.
Not a very great one,
What's their CR? Hold
At
on.
least
I
we got
usually
the
do
four.
it. I usually make the checks 10 plus the creature CR usually. You might have made it, actually, just barely with the...
I could see
13? Yep, you got it. So, yeah, putting your knowledge together, you would know that this is a demon, or not a demon, I'm sorry. It is a fiend, but it's not a demon or a devil. It would be something that you would know is, they kind of fall into a category of creatures known as Yugolots.
Wait. Yeah, I did do this one. I did make a check on them last time. I'm like, this all sounds familiar. Yugoloths, they're not quite...
No, I think he just told us outright. I don't think he actually...
did I?
Okay.
You might have
Yeah, I think he told us
after.
they were
Yeah,
Yugoloths.
the
yeah.
players know. I
Yeah.
don't think
Oh,
the
okay,
characters do.
okay.
Yeah, this
I'm like,
creature
I know what...
Yeah, this creature is known as a Morenoloth, and they are known for carrying souls. They're ferrymen in general on the river Styx, which is an extraplanar river that travels through the Nine Hells. And they have various abilities that allow them to commandeer boats. On vessels like boats and stuff like that, they have a large amount of advantages, and you notice that when you killed the captain, for example, the shadows disappeared from these boats. So, yeah, not a demon or a fiend, something else. Or not a demon or a devil, something else, but definitely
Another
still
type,
fiendish.
third type of fiend.
Yep. You haven't encountered anything like this so far on your journey. Commonly, you would know that Yugoloths can be, unlike demons, Yugoloths can be bartered with and can be offered payment for services. And I'm just going to throw that out there. You know that with your knowledge check.
Sounds like something that could have been useful at the very start.
Because
We possibly could have
Well,
paid our way through this fight or something.
It also
Yeah.
probably means that somebody paid them to get us.
Both of those things are very true.
It could be true, yeah.
It's almost like the DM gave you an opportunity to...
do a knowledge check.
Parlay
Find
with
out what they
creatures
were.
and-
We
yeah.
probably parlay with these things, and we decided to attack them because they're shadows.
Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly reasonable.
Player
I would
agency.
certainly attack skeleton face,
Yeah.
creepy things that sneak up on you. Okay, so wow, today this has gone better than I expected for today.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
You didn't even need any Pip-Kip intervention. By the way, Pip-Kip has been mysteriously quiet, by the way. You
yeah,
haven't
we'll
heard
talk
from
about if silence in us when we get to wherever we get to.
You haven't heard
Yeah.
from him at all since you left El Terrell.
That coward.
Yeah. And after the fighting's all done, and we're definitely in the clear, Edmund would basically fly over to one of the boats, and his radiant sword would end, and he would collapse down the boat.
Yeah, and just floating down the river, all of you that had lost strength, it returns to you over the period of a short rest.
I will go ahead and use my hit die, just in case. I
Yeah,
guess.
go ahead and roll it.
Probably a good idea.
So we should have 4.
Actually, I'll save you guys some time.
I was gonna say, do it. Yeah.
You're not
Tough
gonna have
to-
any more encounters.
All right. So
Okay.
long rest, I guess.
We'll have
Yeah.
a long rest.
We're gonna treat it as though you guys prepared, just in case something else happened. You guys aren't dumb. You guys were taking the time, just
Right.
in case a battle happened. Like your characters would gather themselves and be
For
on
sure.
watch. But you don't need to worry about it because you're gonna get a long rest. All of you are fully healed, and even better than a long rest. On the map, you will notice that you're making your way down the river Keonthar, and all is peaceful. Oop. Sorry, I can't draw on the lines. This is always the problem. And eventually, you find yourself in the harbor of Baldur's Gate. As the city approaches, the sunlight from Elturel kind of dissipates in the distance, and the large walls of Baldur's Gate appear before you all. And you it's pretty obvious. The river continues through the city. Actually, let's move to a map of Baldur's Gate.
Ooh.
And you eventually find yourself in a crowded harbor through the Chianthar River. If you look towards the bottom right, that is kind of your approach angle. And you see several potential places where you could dock your boat here. And to the west further, the river continues until the ocean. Would you guys like to go ahead and dock up here? Or what do you want to do?
Nope, let's skip Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
Not even go here.
So you
Change my mind.
you
I want to go
continue
home.
westward,
Up and see.
and you continue to sail westward on your keelboats into the
Into the
ocean.
hurricane.
And then
Oh.
you sail forward into a hurricane on your keelboats.
Perfect.
You die.
GG.
I'll go to Baldur's Gate. This is a silly place.
Alright, so you guys
Great
strap up your
reference.
boats on at a dock at an open spot, and a harbor master kind of approaches you and asks you to pay the docking fee.
How much
I
is?
would like-
Yeah, how much is docking fee?
You asked that?
Yeah.
Alright, so he looks around.
Can I insight that?
You're gonna probably want to insight this. And he says it's 10 gold a day to dock a boat here. This man has a an emblem on his chest that looks like a flaming fist, like it's like a hand that's on fire. And it looks like some sort of symbol of authority. It's like a clenched fist that's on fire, and it's like kind of worn on the tabard over his clothes. And he says, I guess I should roll for him. Hold on.
We're docking in it's all over city. Never mind.
Yep, you're not gonna get an option to
Yeah.
ride a boat up
I
the
could-
walls.
Right. No. I couldn't tell. I thought that the middle upper parts were upper city, but I see now the wall divides it completely.
Should roll. Yeah, he seems to be being honest.
Would I have any
I still don't
previous
think.
insight?
Sure.
Considering.
Yeah, so based on your experience, that on Tamila, just you've worked on a dock. The prices seem absolutely absurd. 10 gold a day. That's like some people could live off of that for a year.
That does seem quite pricey.
I'll present my the brooch. Make sure that it's visible.
Okay, he kind of ignores you.
Okay. This guy don't know. This guy doesn't know anything.
He says, pay the price or you can't dock here.
And Edmund would kind of like, whoever's not actively talking to him would probably kind of try to get a huddle up away from him and say, we're just selling these, right? And
Yeah.
we don't have to pay to dock them for at least not longer than a day. If we're just going to get rid of them, it becomes somebody else's docking fee at that point. So I don't know if he's the type of person that would buy them. He probably doesn't look like a merchant, right, from the way you described him.
No, he looks like some sort of
Like
official.
an authority figure, not
Yeah.
he looks more like a guard or a peacock or something, not a person that would buy boats. But at the very least, even if we have to pay this amount, we hopefully won't have to pay it for very long.
Well, we can check a different dock and see if it's consistent across.
Are you guys like huddling up and saying this like right in front of this guy? Or are you walking
Well,
away?
what my goal was while the conversation's happening between Antonilla
Oh.
and the county is to pull away Derek and Eldrin, if they will come.
So the
I'm
guy's
not
just-
talking to him.
But you're not talking to him, Montemila?
No, I wasn't the one that was talking to him.
Yeah.
Who was? I
Like-
thought you were.
I guess technically I was
He
the one who.
said that out loud. But
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever was
I
talking to him,
guess.
my goal is to pull away the other people.
Okay. Well, if I'm.
So I
talking-
think Derek asked. He's the one who tells him 10 gold. You guys don't believe him, but I don't think you'd engage. So I guess while you guys are huddling about, again, Derek's not noticing because he's talking with him. He'd try to use, some persuasion and see if he can talk him down.
Okay. Well, so what's your counteroffer going to be? Because that's going to determine the DC.
Um. Alex isn't familiar. I mean, again, yeah, being. I'll say a gold. Derek also kind of does have a sense of value, when it comes
A
to
gold
money at
per
least.
day?
Yeah, so he's even saying, hey, look, I know it's going to be inconvenient. We just want a day. Just figure it out, and then we'll go from there.
Okay.
It's
So you're asking for 1 gold.
one
Okay.
gold.
And he sits there and he ponders. And he says, okay, so...
All right, Derek will give him 1 gold from.
He's
Okay.
He's still talking. He'll take the gold.
Derek is just like, take my money.
He'll take your money. He actually does. And he says, okay, so for 1 day, you all seem new here. Is that true? Is this your first time at Baldur's Gate?
No.
Yeah.
I'll say for them. And point at Edmund and Derek since they seem to be shaking their head yes. But not Antamilla.
Antamilla, you've been here before? Can't tell. I think camera's frozen.
No.
Oh,
He's
did
there.
you say anything, Maurice? Have you been to Baldur's Gate before?
I think I have, but I mean, I don't.
Yeah, that's up to
probably
you.
been-
You make your
Yeah.
own
Okay.
story.
Yeah. Then yes, I have definitely been to Baldur's Gate. That it would make sense that the merchant ship going up the coast would have come into Baldur's Gate at least once or twice in her
Okay.
time. So yes, I've been to Baldur's Gate before.
Okay. And he sits and thinks for a second, and he says, "Okay, so I will charge you just 1 gold for today, but if you don't come back tomorrow, I will impound your ships if you don't come back with 10 gold, or are gone."
Guess
Seems fair enough.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Derek will just give the 1 gold from his stash.
And he'll take it, and he ushers his hand towards the city and says, "Welcome to Baldur's Gate." And with that, some things are going to happen. Alright guys, so there's going to be some period of downtime before the next major event happens. So what I'd like for all of you to do is tell me what your characters plan to do in a situation now that you're Baldur's Gate. Like, what are your characters doing at this point? Like, what would be the first thing your characters would do? Would you split up? Would you stay together? Do you have your own individual agendas? Like, there's effectively some downtime. I'm not going to tell you exactly how long it is, but your character will be doing those things throughout that downtime. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Alright, so let's start with far left. Aldrin, what would you like to do in Baldur's Gate when you first get here?
Eldrin. Man. Pretty big city for him, I think.
Yeah.
Probably
But
be
your
a little
character
over-
has some background stuff for cities, apparently, with the urban...
Yeah. Mostly like to get through them
Yep.
quickly. So I mean, so he can get around pretty well around the city. I guess first thing that he would want to be doing is making sure he can find a good buyer for the spyglass.
Okay. Let me
Um,
write these down, actually. We're going to handle all these.
get a stock of what kind of magic items are out there.
Anything that's up to rare is readily available. I can tell you that now.
Okay, so yeah, so I have a list, so we'll have to go through the list.
Well, we don't need to go through the list.
Well,
You could go through the list
for
with
the
the gold
prices.
with the gold that you have for the prices. If there's anything there's a chart that tells you the gold range of things, just to save you some time. Like if you have something that's rare,
Yeah.
it's probably out of your price range as a party, I think.
Well,
But I mean,
we're selling plate.
Basically,
We're
we're
selling
gonna
plate armor. We're gonna sell these boats. We're gonna sell
I'm
the
selling
spike.
armor, yes.
This, well,
That's
then
true.
I'm selling the spyglass, which is worth 1,000 gold.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah. Um.
If we can come together to make one good.
Right. Like that's what I was thinking. Like, as the party, let's figure out which. We're gonna have a good amount of money together. Probably over 1,000 gold, if not more. Let's make sure we can get the best things for the party.
So probably the first thing we should do is list
Iron
the
Red
assets
items start at
and find out
500?
how much we have.
rare items, I think. I think gold class 5
I thought you had mentioned 500 when we're looking through other stuff, but I can't. Like, that's where they start.
Yeah, so rare items start at 501 gold per rare item, and that's low end. So they
Right.
range up to 5,000. The
Right.
low end is going to be things that are like generally consumables, and the higher end is going to be things that are like powerful stat boosting equipment. I'll probably roll within a range, and you guys can negotiate. But
Yeah, so that's what I mean when I say, like, we'll have to go through the items to see the prices specifically. Yeah.
But if it's something like for example, if it's a rare item that's like +1 to all saving throws, it's going to be towards the higher end of the range. Is what I'm trying
Right,
to
that
say.
makes sense.
Yeah. So just keep that in mind. I'll probably put weapons in the middle of the range.
Right.
So not at the high end. Defensive items are going to be more expensive. Offensive items like weapons will probably be in the middle, and consumables are on the low end. But okay, so you're mostly interested in, it sounds like, selling spyglass and what else? Buying items.
The plate armor.
The plate armor, the boats. I'll probably want to trade or sell the brooch. Not the Hellrider one, but the
Okay, that's
the magic missile one. I think we should probably sell that and get, because I think that's uncommon or rare. I think it was
shielding.
I think it was uncommon.
I think
So if we can trade it or get at least something for it, I'm sure we can get some good money for it. We have the medallions that we can try to get good money for.
So a lot of shop stuff so far. Like a lot of this stuff is stuff that you could probably accomplish in a day. Like,
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, this stuff, I think in general as a group, we'll probably want to be looking into.
What does Eldrin want to do during his downtime?
What does Eldrin want to do? What kind of options do we have in the city, I guess?
Well, it's a huge city. Anything that you could pretty much think of that would be in a large city. Perhaps leisure activities, perhaps research.
I'm going to run and use the restroom for just a moment.
Yeah. Obviously, you know that you're here for a reason, right? Like, you're here looking for rumors of stuff related to fiends, so maybe investigating that.
I would say investigating like intraplanar travel to see how we can get to and out of hell, pretty much.
Why do you want to go there?
Well, because we have to get Pip there.
So for the whole Duncan thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you haven't heard Pip yet, by the way. Still.
Okay.
For a long time, which is unusual to you.
Yeah, but I would assume that we're still under contract, so.
Yeah.
Drown in the water.
Alright, that's good. Is there anything else in particular?
I don't know if there is woods surrounding the city that might have any elven tribes or anything of the matter.
There's
But he
not
might
really, like, let me
might
just look at the world map. I don't think there's very major
Yeah. If there's anything like that, or like a heavy
Nah.
section of elves, then maybe he wants to probably hang out there, see what their concerns are and stuff like that. See what
Gotcha.
they're saying.
Yeah, no, definitely no forests. There might be gatherings in the city, but you could look into that. Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think that's Eldrin's priorities.
Cool. All right. Let's move on to, and we'll play these out. Let's move on to next on my list. Edmund, what would you be doing?
Cool. Beyond basic surface level shopping stuff, which I think we should take care of.
Yeah, shopping is a party activity.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yep. Besides that, he would want to basically spend his time doing research, both on it would be on basically fiend stuff in general, like devils and demons, learning more about them because he rarely didn't pay attention to his father as much as he should have growing up. Also, similar to Eldrin, trying to find a way to get to the Nine Hells to basically fulfill the contract with Pip so that Duncan's soul can be rescued.
Yeah.
And then he would also probably spend some time trying to figure out why he sprouted wings, because apparently he's an innate dummy and doesn't know what an Asmor is.
Yeah.
So,
If you talk about that to your party, anyone that's
oh,
in
I'm
the party,
sure it would have come up. Yeah.
yeah.
on the
So, Antamila, you're trained in religion, right?
Yes.
You're pretty sure that Edmund's an Asimar.
Yeah. I mean, if that's important or not, I take you to the side, and I'm like, I didn't know you were an Asimar. That's awesome. I was like, he probably could have used those wings earlier. Did you know you had those?
I've literally never done that in my life. I don't know if I can again. That's also something he would do, Donald, is he would probably fiddle around in private, in very private, maybe with the party, but not like in public.
Yeah, fiddling around in private.
Probably a very good idea.
Yeah. But attempt to see, like how does that work? Can he? Because obviously it was under a lot of duress. But can he just do it? Can he just be like wings and just make it happen? Like how does that work?
Yeah,
And
so
obviously,
you
mechanically he would learn pretty
practicing
quickly.
wings. Got it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Probably practicing fighting. Maybe see if Anthony will spar with him while he's flying, so he can see how that works.
Sure.
His three-dimensional combat or whatever.
All right. Anything else, Edmund, in particular?
Yeah, mostly just research stuff. I don't think there's. I'll let you know, but I don't think there's anything that's mechanically in the downtime system that I would want to do besides gathering research.
Okay.
If I change my mind, I'll let you know. But
All right. Next is Antamila. Antamila, what would you like to do?
Okay, party stuff, selling. First thing, touch point with the Merchants Guild at the dock to see if they've heard anything about my father docking or anything at all. If the Mountain Heart has been seen, if any information has come through, a shipwreck resembling it, that main thing. Second thing, I'm going to I'm assuming there would be a small one, I'll leave that up to you, but is there a small church of Baldur here?
No, there's actually a temple of Valkyr here.
Perfect. So I go to the Temple of Valkyr. I've been to the city before. I imagine they're probably acquainted with me, or we know each. I don't know. But I specifically want a service, and I asked one of them if they would not mind doing ascending, so I could speak to my mother and let her know I got to Baldur's Gate safely, and if everything was all right.
Okay. And is that it?
Oh, there is that.
Okay, yeah. I'm writing them down. Don't worry. We're gonna go through the whole list.
Okay. But I'm going to spend a lot of time at the Temple of Valkyr praying, which I was not able to do through this whole thing. So it's trying to reconnect with Valkyr because I feel like I've been sort of away from him too long. And I will also, if I have time, and I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off. I don't think I would have been able to run wild in the city because I would have been younger, coming back and forth to Baldur's Gate. So I want to see if maybe there's a registry or like something in the city and there's any chieftains that resemble me that were living here, if there's any information of like pale skin, pointy horn, blue haired tieflings, other than me, in the area.
Okay. Cool. That it?
For now, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to give you guys a heads up. Some of these things, you might not get through all these things, but
Yeah.
I want a running list so I know what everyone is interested in. All right, Derek, what would your character be interested in?
Cool. So first, Derek would want to check on the idols, not the the idol and the daggers. You know, the supposed demon cursed items that we still haven't gotten a check on. Standard shopping. He would take some time to speak with the party to kind of tell what he had found out about the companion. Particularly, I don't know if anyone had known, but he would mention it kind of struck him very odd that this vampire attack on El Terrell kind of happened about the same time he acquired his abilities. So he would want to... That's kind of his leading up to the big reason why he's in Baldur's Gate. He would definitely be going to the biggest magical source, whether that's a library or a mage academy. He'll start there, but then he would also try to find a temple or a religious person and kind of start off with maybe something that would know about dark deities that perhaps have some affiliation with vampires or something to that effect.
So just a heads up on the part of this, Alex. It didn't start with the vampire attacks. It coincides with the time that the companion was summoned. Just FYI. That may or may not be relevant to you, but I just wanted to give you that clarification.
So then to help make sure that was not called as a result of the attack.
So the companion was summoned as a result of the vampire attacks, but the vampire attacks had been going on for a little bit.
Okay. So I guess let me rephrase what he's looking for. I guess then, well, he would still a historian too. He wants to know. So he's looking at a mage academy, a temple, and like a historian, a library to understand better kind of what happened with that vampire attack at El Terrell.
Sure. Okay. So let's go through these. Let's do top priority. Everyone had shopping on their list. So everyone's favorite activity. Let's start with shopping. So I imagine the first thing we're going to want to do is deal with the boats, right? Because
Yeah.
there's some situation there that guy might confiscate your boats if you don't deal with them. So finding someone to pay for your boats is probably not too hard, but finding someone to give you a good price for your boats might be difficult. I need 2 people to give me an investigation check, or 1 person to give me an investigation check with advantage to find a good buyer, and how well you do is going to determine how much they're willing to pay.
Due to me being here and it's boat related, can I get guidance on this?
Yeah, like something like this, absolutely you could use guidance on. You're literally praying for Valcor to find someone to buy your boats and give you money. Valcor, please give me money.
I need that fat loot, Falcor.
Yeah, I think
And
advantage
it's
on her would be
insight,
good.
right?
What'd you say, Antamila?
It's investigation, right?
Yes. And Eldrin, yes, I mean, anyone can decide to do their own or give advantage.
I'll want to help her anyway.
Okay.
And then I forgot one last thing. He would also take some time to send some of his postmarked letters back to
Got
family.
it. All right. Added to the list.
Those guidance rolls, man.
Yeah, so Antamila, like I mentioned, it's not hard to find somebody that's interested in buying keelboats. The trick is finding someone to give you a good price. you know, in general, the cost to purchase a whole keelboat, like in good condition, like new, is like 3,000 gold. Keelboats are expensive. So you know the general going rate for most things in good condition is probably about half price in general. Like everyone would know that. So the buyer that you find with your investigation check of 16, which is pretty good, is willing to give you 1,250 gold per keelboat.
Well, 50, I confer with the party if that's all right. We can just get them off for half until 50, or should we try for more?
I mean, I think that's pretty good. That way we don't have to pay for the or deal with the
Yeah.
10 gold a day, and while we look for better people to buy it.
Yeah, your investigation check encompasses your efforts to search, so you're not going to be able to continuously repeat that check. However, there could be other things you could do, like such as offer favors, negotiate for a lower price, etc., etc. That's up to you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, kind of persuade them to be better priced. But like, does anybody have a specific persuasion that he'd like to use?
Hey Donald, what time did we get into Baldur's Gate, roughly?
I'm for ease. We're not really on time at the moment, but your party would have arrived probably midday because it's my favorite time for everything to happen. It's easy for me to remember.
When there's no shadows.
Yeah. Yeah. So if that's the case, Derek, same thing. Is like, well, we'd probably spend more time, and keep losing money. 1,250 sounds good.
Okay, that's per boat. So
I want to see if I can talk him up a little bit by explaining where we got these boats. Just for
okay,
like maybe
that's what I was hoping
more
for.
Gold.
Nice.
Maybe
nice.
we'll see. We'll see how much more. But like explaining that these aren't just normal boats. These are boats of that thing, the Yugoloth.
See, look at this, guys. This is what you could do. I'm so happy. Maurice, I'm going to give you inspiration for that because I was hoping somebody would do that. And go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
All right. I since it's right on the point, I'm not going to use guidance because that'd be unfair.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward mid-conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
So 14 persuasion. He believes you, and he is willing to, just for the story that you gave, because the whole thing with sailors in general and fishermen and people that would use these boats, they love stories. Like it's a big thing for them, and your experience, because you've been on docks your whole life, you know how to kind of tell tall tales, embellish things, or tell a story that's true pretty well in this particular case. And he tells you he's willing to pay 100 more gold per keelboat.
Nice.
Based on the origin story that you gave.
Awesome. Okay. Alrighty.
So the party has just got a huge gold influx.
We should keep all this on the party fund for now and then figure it out.
Yeah, that's going to be party fund. So
Agreed.
So just add the whole thing to the party fund?
Yeah.
27.
Yeah, 2,700. So we're at 2742.5.
So your boat issue is dealt with. Also, by the way, while looking around docks in general, you see people paying like a couple of copper to members of authority for their dock dealings.
Oh yeah.
You just happen to notice it like while walking around because you're searching around the docks, naturally finding, and you see that that guy was an asshole. He was trying to rob you guys. He was trying to take advantage of new faces to Baldur's Gate. He went big. He got a gold. He won, but
he got a gold, and we got 2,700.
That's true.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money for the party.
We could have done 2,701.
Could have been, but could have been like, we're gonna sell these boats. We could cut you in on the deal, but since he wanted to be a dick, he didn't get that offer.
All right, so I'm gonna knock some of these things off. Spyglass. You would be able to find a buyer to buy it for 500 gold, half its value, which is normal. That's no problem.
I'm deleting it out of my character sheet.
Brooch of Shielding.
Yes.
Similar situation. You're easily able to find someone to get it half value. Brooch of Shielding is... Where are you? Uncommon magic item, right?
Yes.
Are we still selling it around the docks?
No, we would.
I'm kind of going
Oh,
through
we're going
events
through.
at this point. Like, I'm doing the
Okay,
shopping
okay,
stuff
okay.
first so you guys can figure out what you want to do with your money.
Yeah.
So, the Brooch of Shielding would be on the upper end of uncommon magic items, and it would sell for 250 gold, no questions asked.
Nice.
So those things is that gold going on Eldrin, or is that going into, or is that being split, or is it going into the party treasury? What's going on?
I think the party.
So let me add
Okay.
that.
I want to add most of the stuff to the party, even the spyglass as well.
Yeah, so another 250.
I want to make sure we use our money the best.
Hold on one second.
What's
Wait.
going on?
Why is my calculator huge?
Alright, I'm just marking things off my list as we go.
And
Alright, for buying things, I think that's all the selling you needed to do. Actually, no, there was another
no,
potential
Wait,
selling.
There's more. Yeah.
Well, anything that you
Very
have,
expensive partner.
yeah, plate mail and any other items that were not mentioned to be in damage shape will sell for half of their gold value. That's listed. This is the Orog plate, the one that you got
Yeah.
from the forest battle in the mist.
The orcish plate, yeah, from
That's
Yeah.
fine. That one will sell for half of its value.
Let's hold on.
is that 750?
I think so.
No, that'd be one. Yeah, no, 750. Yeah.
Okay.
And how much would the helmet? I look at the party. Do we need the helmet?
that's your call.
The helmet would sell for 75 gold if you wanted to sell it. I'm sorry, half of 75 gold. 35 golds.
My gold is actually. It's a spicy amount. It's a spicy amount.
Okay.
Since my charisma sucks so bad, I can't really make really good use of it thematically, so I will sell the helmet.
Okay, gonna remove it, add the golds. Selling is easy, because selling is
Yeah.
just 50% is what you're gonna get, unless it's something that's a little more questionable. So I'm leaving off the demon cursed items and the jewelry that you guys found, because I'm not gonna assume you guys want to sell those.
Yeah, I have. Give me a second. I'm trying to add all this up still.
There was still other stuff that we wanted to sell.
Yeah, I've got it. Give me just.
You don't have to ask me about those. If
I
it's,
know,
if
but
it's
I do
mundane
need
stuff.
to ask you a question
Okay.
Yeah, just
because I need to know.
the medallions. We do have to.
Well, the medallions, what to figure out. Yeah, but what I need to ask you is, you told me that we have 3 gold rings adorned with garnet, 50 gold each, and 10 sapphires, 20 gold each. That's the selling price, not half that, right?
That is the selling price, so you would get the full value. That's generally how gems and jewelry work in general.
Yeah.
If I
That's
give
what
you a
thought.
gold
I was
value,
making
that's what
sure.
you could get for it.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but just making sure. All right, I will throw that into the party treasury as well.
You guys are gold flush.
Ow.
You guys got money.
Yeah, we're about to spend it.
So this.
Alex, make it rain.
I should probably reference that. I give all of the money from the helmet to the pot, but I take half of the money from the plate armor and I give half of the money to the pot and take half of the money for myself.
Okay, hold on. How much was the gold for the? How much gold
The
did you
helmet
get?
was 35, and the armor was 750. So I'll do the division really.
Armor was
375, right?
Hold on. Well, the armor was 70, or the helm was 75 divided by 2, right?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. 3750.
Wait, what?
The helmet is 75 gold divided by 2.
Yeah.
Right.
So
3750, right? Am I
Yes.
not mathing? Okay.
And then 375 gold to the pot.
Right.
From the plate master.
Yeah, 375 for the other one. Okay. Give me a second. Sorry, I'm trying to keep a list of this inside the party treasury in case it comes up at some point.
So are you buying your own magic items then, Antonella?
I am going to buy something specific. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I see.
Try to. That's, I mean, it's not. It's going to end up in the party pot afterwards. But
Okay, no, that's fine.
yeah.
I'm trusting you to do math, Kenny. I'm worried.
I'm doing it. I'll put it in. I'm gonna put it in the chat when we're done.
Yeah, we had a lot of like 50 gold pieces items and
Yes, that's what I was just talking about. So.
yeah. Donald, one thing
Mm-hmm.
for custom item that I made for the brooch,
Yeah.
it doesn't give me an option to make it attune.
Just keep. You're gonna probably have to keep track of the fact that you have it attuned.
Okay, I wonder if I can do that in.
Homebrew or something.
There's a way to do it in Homebrew and D&D Beyond. I'll try to get to that. I can make a custom item that requires attunement.
Oh, okay, awesome.
You don't have any other attunement items, though, do you?
No, that's the one.
It's gonna be pretty hard for you guys to cap out this early, but
Yeah. Well, we're about to buy some shit.
maybe not as much as you think. It's a lot of gold, but magic
No,
items get very expensive.
Yeah. Uncommon. What's the limit for uncommon?
What do you
What's
mean
the range?
limit? Oh,
Sorry,
uncommon.
Yeah.
100 gold to 500 gold.
Okay, because I have a list of those.
Yeah, and similar. The general way the range is going to work is the low end is consumable, the
Right.
mid range is going to be like weapons, and the high end is going to be things that give defensive buffs such as shields or magic armor.
It's ammunition. How does that
Ammunition would
work?
be expendable.
But is that
Um,
one?
No.
Arrow?
It would be like one quiver of that type
Okay,
of ammunition.
One quiver of it. Okay, so maybe not that bad.
I put the selling stuff in the chat if anyone wants to double check my math. And I think, let me check the bag of holding to see if there's anything else we needed to sell. What about the great sword with the symbol of the companion? Are we going to try and sell that?
Was that magic?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. No.
I don't
Unless
think
it
that
was.
magic.
That was magic. That would have been great. That would have been very useful to know.
Yeah, I don't think it's magic.
It's not.
It's just
Let's just
I don't
sell
even
it.
know if we should try and sell it, especially if it's not magic. Like that may be something Edmund also does. Is I don't know, or maybe has somebody else do it so that you're not like.
I
I
don't
see you're
feel guilty.
returning.
About
I see you're returning this great sword, but what about that long sword and plate you're wearing? But yeah, maybe if there's like a temple to the companion or Lathander or something here, or somebody from the party can return that great sword. Let them know that they got it from cultists who liberated it.
I mean, if you can do that, right? Just return it to a temple or something.
I can. I'm just worried about wearing. I'm literally wearing on my side a long sword that has celestial on it and stuff, and belonged to one of their knights. So
Well, just give it to a different temple.
but yeah, that's something we probably would do.
Yeah.
So one way or another is return that. So
We
won't
can say
have
that we
it.
returned that one instead of sold it. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Okay. All right. Are you done selling?
Believe so.
Okay.
What's
Cool.
our total looking like?
I put it in the chat. We're at 42.55
Awesome.
plus your individual gold, whatever you have.
69.
Yeah. So you guys
Alright.
can now, if you'd like, because everyone seemed very interested in shopping. I imagine that's especially true now with the amount of cash you have. Let's go ahead and handle shopping, because this is all stuff that can be done in like a day, like literally. So maybe even literally even the same day actually that you arrive. Like this is not a difficult thing. There's merchants everywhere. It's easy enough. You don't even have to try very hard to find a merchant for magic items. There's one actually in the lower city on the harbor. So if you are interested in purchasing magic items, go ahead and let's start talking about it. Let's get this shopping out of the way.
Yep.
So you have a list. Let's start with what you're most interested in as a party. Or you could divvy up your gold and buy what you want. You guys handle this how you want. I will give you prices. Pretty much it's going to come down to the exact criteria I gave you, though.
Right.
Rarity and if it's consumable, offensive, or defensive. And I'll post the price chart in chat.
Yeah, so I think for the most part, we can do something like, everybody gets around 1,000.
Yeah, makes sense.
Which means probably not any non-consumable rare items. So we can get a couple uncommon each.
What was the range for uncommon again? I'm sorry.
100 to 500. So
cool.
we could probably get 2 or 3.
I posted it in chat.
Awesome.
Thank you.
So we can get a good amount of uncommon items, right? Even if they're max price.
Yeah, that's true.
Which they all won't be, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Depends on what you're trying to get. But yep.
Right. So, or we can get one rare item, maybe a weapon that will be in the mid-range, and then everybody else gets one, or the rest of the party gets uncommon items. We just get less items total, but one stronger item. I don't know if anybody had like a rare item in mind that was like, this is perfect.
I listed stuff all very rare, but I think probably the only thing that is like, the other stuff is just stuff I listed. The only thing that I would really be after, besides obviously magical weapon, shields, armor, stuff like that, because rare I think is the +2 range for that stuff.
It
weapons
is.
And shields. Other than stuff like that, the only specifically named item would be one of the belts of giant strength, which increases your strength to 21. But I could do gauntlets of ogre power, which are an uncommon, which increases it to 19 and is only 2 less for probably a lot less money. And that's still a 3-point boost for me.
True. So 21.
How much would that cost?
What item? Tell me.
The 2 I was just mentioning?
What Maurice was asking. I don't know.
Yeah, so the 2 I mentioned that Edmund would be interested in, rare would be one of the belts of, there's like 3 different types of giant strength. Like I think there's like hill giant, storm giant.
Yeah, hill's
giant,
the only one that's available. It's rare.
Right.
And it would be towards the upper end of the spectrum.
Right, that's what I figured. But there's gauntlets of ogre power, which are 19 for strength, and those would, even if they were at the high end, that's only 500.
Is it rare? Gauntlets of ogre power? Yeah, so that would be the high end of uncommon.
Right.
Would that be 500? Then yeah, okay.
That is correct.
Yeah. So that's pretty good.
Yeah,
but we're addressing the question Eldrin had, which is there one item that stands out amongst us that we may want to pool our money and get that person a rare item?
Yeah, I mean, for me, as far as rare items went, let me go back to my list here. I mean, there were some flying items in there, but I don't think those are necessary. Probably later on they'll probably be more necessary because it seems like most of you guys are going to be getting some kind of flying. But
yeah, I saw there was Cloak of Displacement and Ring of Protection.
Displacement, yeah.
Both seem good.
Cloak of Displacement,
anyone.
Yeah, it would be pretty good. But that's a more defensive item, so that's going to be towards the
it's going to be expensive.
Higher end. So I don't think we're going to have to for that one.
Anything that's giving you like defensive bonuses or adding to stats like Headband of Intellect and stuff like that, those are very, very expensive.
Right. Well, at least Headband of Intellect is
uncommon.
Yeah.
I actually listed that on mine just because my int's so crap.
Right.
I mean, it'd
be nice to be able to make this investigation.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe Edmund has like a self-consciousness about his intelligence, so he goes out and gets a magic item to help boost it.
Yeah, the only other thing for me would be a +2 weapon, just because I'm usually sharpshooter, but that's about it. I don't think it's worth it to spend that much gold on it right now, though. Instead of getting more items for the
more items
for the full party, I can get a +1 weapon. And then
May I recommend to what's that item I recommend to Derek, the parapet of health or whatever. It's like if you drop to 0 you go to 1 or something.
yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, actually,
I think it heals you too, or lets you add to your healing or something. Oh, there's also Maurice you may be interested in. There's an amulet of health that requires attunement. It's an uncommon and puts your con score at 19. So that's pretty good too.
Wow, that could be very useful. A blessing, if you will.
while you wear this pendant, parapet of wound closure. Wear this pendant,
Yeah.
you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your turn. In addition, whenever you roll a hit die to regain hit points, double the number of hit points it restores. In a couple levels, I'm going to have stuff that also boosts hit points. That's actually
Just make sure it stacks, yeah.
yeah. So from what I'm hearing, though, I guess it doesn't sound like there's any one particular rare
Rare
item the group needs.
No.
Yeah. So some generic,
Okay.
more generic non-attunement items I saw that I thought would be good for us to have based on our experiences thus far together as adventurers would be there's a Lantern of Revealing, which sheds light and makes it so that invisible creatures and objects are visible as long as they're within the lantern's bright light. Because we've seen that Kip can turn invisible, so it
That
is
would
not
be
a far
super
reach
useful.
to determine that other devils can probably turn invisible.
Right.
So that might be useful.
I will say,
Uh-huh.
because I really haven't told you any. I told Elion over the weekend. I didn't tell you guys some of my roleplay rewards. I do have Fairy Fire now.
Oh, that's cool too. Yeah.
So, but it does take one of my spells. To do
Right,
that.
right, right.
So it's kind of
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
it's really
other
good
thing-
though.
The other thing
Yeah,
I
maybe-
saw was, and I don't know if we need this because we don't tend to split the party very much, but there's sending stones, which are basically just a pair of stones where you can communicate over distance or whatever.
By the way, Maurice, heal up your character. You look damaged on the add-in from what I'm seeing.
sorry. Oh,
But yeah, cool. Also, a good uncommon item for probably anyone is a Cloak of Protection.
Yep.
+1 bonus to AC and saving throws when you wear it. Also, if I don't know if I can. Depends on what they cost. If I end up somehow with 3 things that require attunement, it may be if other people don't, I do have the Ring of Fire Resistance, so we could shift that to another party member as well, possibly, or even sell it maybe.
We can probably sell it if we have.
Yeah,
can-
I mean, if I still have a slot available for it, I'll put it on.
Right.
Because Edmund's in 8 and just pictures the 9 hells as being burning flames everywhere.
So I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I want. I think I would want to get 3 uncommon items, which is a +1 longbow, the Cloak of Protection, and the Boots of Elvenkind. And I think that's. I don't know how much that would be. I guess.
Utility items that aren't adding to defense or attack are going to be mid-range. So
Okay, so
things
I
like
think
Boots of Elvenkind are going to
Boots
be in the
of
middle.
Yeah. So I might be able to afford all those 3 at around the 1100-1200 mark. That we each have allotted to us. So I think I'm okay. I'm okay at my range.
Okay.
Let me know when you guys want to pull the trigger on any prices or any purchases.
Can you price those for me? There. +1 longbow.
+1 longbow is 250 gold, right? It's an uncommon.
Yes.
Yeah, 250 gold.
Okay.
What was the next one?
Cloak of Protection.
Cloak of Protection. Is that uncommon?
It is uncommon. Yes.
500 gold.
Okay. I'm just keeping track of this, so you don't have to take it out the sheet yet.
Yeah.
Also, keep in mind for the party, a lot of these items are readily available. If we start triple dipping into stuff, it might be...
Right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
magic
like
items are
4
available.
Yeah, 4 people want cloak of protection. It might get tricky.
All right, so 250, 500, and then you said boots of Elvenkind. That's 250.
Is it uncommon?
It is uncommon, yeah.
Yeah, 250.
Okay.
Keep in mind what might require attunement when you're making these. I don't know how many of those things do, but just remember that.
Yeah, I put an A next to the ones on my list too.
Price check on Pearl of Power and Parap of Wound Closure, both uncommon.
What's Pearl of Power's uncommon? Let me just double check because I think this is really good.
I'm not gonna be able to find this thing.
And you said the uncommon ammunition would be 100.
Well, you shouldn't need that anymore, right?
Well, no, they stack, Kenny.
They stack.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they 100% stack. Yes, a
Nice.
quiver of, I believe, 20 arrows would be
Okay.
101 gold. I'll just say 100 to make my life easier.
Yeah, I don't need the quiver. Just throw them in my bag.
Derek, Pearl of Power. This gives you a 3rd level spell slot. Holy crap. This is gonna probably be on the high end for uncommon. I'm gonna say 500 for Pearl of Power.
And, okay, and then was the
Really good. Holy
Parap
crap.
Put that
of
area of wound closure, yeah.
That's gonna be in the middle. Is it uncommon?
yes.
250.
Cool. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that thing's ridiculous. Pearl of Power.
Jesus. My
Yeah,
God.
Pearl of Power is great. My wizard had that in Super John's game.
It's pretty much a must-have for any caster.
It's an extra fireball.
Yeah, the trick is it requires attunement, which is the only drawback to it.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's really good.
But
Yeah,
until you
after
get
the-
higher level, it's really good.
After this, I'm gonna have 1 slot left
Nice.
because of the brooch.
Um,
So, did you guys buy anything yet, or are you just pricing out still?
Um,
Still,
you guys can pull the trigger on yours if you want. I mean, if you're,
I'm
if you're not
gonna-
breaking that 1,000, there's no reason not to, right?
I'll buy my first 3, and then I'll figure out how much ammunition I can get afterwards.
before you buy Cloak of Protection, does anybody else
So
need
just the
or
2 of
want it?
us?
I was considering one, but I will let my AC so high. I will let people who want to buy those that are lower AC buy them first.
Yeah,
There's no
that,
reason for
that was
As
my
a-
concern. Is I'm like desperate to
Yeah.
As a quick aside, when I say that there might not be a lot of them, it doesn't mean that there's not. It just might require an investigation check to see if you could find it.
Gotcha.
So if we screw that up, I would like priority on Cloak.
So you think we can get 2 without the investigation check?
Yeah, 2 will be fine, but 3
Okay.
and 4 are going to require checks if you want 4 of them.
Okay. So Eldrin and me, and then you guys can check for it if you want it. I think that's
So, alright. So I'm just going to put the total in here for yours, which was, I think, 1,000 gold, right, Elion?
mine was 1,000 without the
Mm.
ammunition.
Yeah, without the ammunition. So I'm just going to put Eldrin magic items minus 1,000.
Mine is 1250 currently.
Minus 1,250 gold. Derek magic items.
And I'm just gonna sell, like, I'm getting a longbow, so I'm gonna sell the longbow that I have. I'm just gonna put that on
That's
my
fine.
sheet.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do
that's
that
fine.
yourself. You're good. Half price.
So we're at
Yep.
2,005 left, which is basically the 1,000 for Anthemilla, 1,000 for me.
And Antamila has that extra money for whatever she wanted to get, anyways.
Yeah, and then I have 116 on me.
Nice.
Yeah, the good news is you already have pretty good stuff, Kenny.
Yes, I do.
You already have the magic sword, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
It really sucks when I was looking for items. It was like, oh, Here's all this type of swords or axes that you can get that are different and magical, or you can get a +1 number.
Well, the benefit comes in the ammunition. You get the +1 stack, and then you get the different types of magic
True.
ammunition.
That's true, I guess. The magic ammunition was different.
The plus
I like the
one,
variety though on all the swords.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
the +1 items you said were 250 middle of the road.
For
Yeah.
weapons.
Okay. What
Now,
about
armors are on the high end.
So shield would be 500.
If it's uncommon, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask.
We can get a
Looking
+1
for
shield.
damn price forever. Wand of lightning bolts, rare. How much is it going to be, DM?
Ooh. It's probably on the high end.
Yeah.
It's rare.
What of lightning bolt?
Wand.
Oh, wand. Well, but aren't those consumable?
Whoa.
It's not. They
No.
recharge.
Oh, there's a recharge.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
it
recharge
regains
is
1d6
multiple.
plus 1 charges at dawn. This is going to be on the high end of rare, which is very expensive.
Yeah. we don't have-
Over 2,000?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
towards the 5,000 range.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's
All right.
really freaking good.
Alternatively, Wand of Magic Missile.
Ooh, is that uncommon?
That is uncommon, oddly enough.
Yeah, it would be towards the high end, but that would be 500.
Interesting.
That's a cool spell actually to have on a wand too,
Yeah.
because
Wands
that
aren't like
interrupts
scrolls.
stuff. Yeah, wands are rechargeable goodness.
Is
No, I
it a-
mean, like, they're not like scrolls in the fact that even if a cleric can't learn magic
Yeah.
missile, they can use the wand, right?
Bingo.
Oh,
As long as you're holding the thing, you have to, I think
Yeah.
you have to attune to it though. But
I don't
you
think
have
it
to-
has any
as long as it's attune
requirements.
to a spell
Right, I
caster,
know
as long as
scrolls
it's attuned,
do, like-
you can use it.
Like if I, yeah. So
Yeah.
does that mean non-spellcasters can use wands?
correct.
No,
but
you have-
wait, is that true? Hold on. I think that, like, I remember the one that I had, Kenny, that I got in your game, literally had a line that said it's only available to certain people, certain classes. Wand of Missiles does not have that problem. It might have a requirement that says you have a requirement to be able to cast spells or something like that, but everyone in this party can cast spells. So, for example, like, Wand of Binding says requires attunement by a spellcaster. Wand of Enemy Detection doesn't, just says requires attunement. So, Wand of Missiles doesn't even require attunement, actually.
literally, other than
But yeah, I don't think there's a uncommon that increases wisdom.
No, not
Are you
wisdom.
back, Donald?
yeah.
I think I cut out.
Jesus.
Yeah, you definitely dropped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
you
you-
definitely did.
You dropped completely.
So, what I was saying was, Wand of Missiles doesn't even require attunement, guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
It-
does it?
Oh,
No.
okay.
Yeah.
Definitely a high price.
Yeah, it's the highest
Yeah, but
end. It's
it's
500.
uncommon.
It doesn't
Yeah.
require attunement, and it doesn't require that you're a spellcaster.
Wow.
Beautiful. Okay, so
That's cool.
+1 chainmail.
That's high end. Is
That's
chainmail
rare.
common? Chainmail's
Uh,
rare.
I thought all armor.
Chainmail's
I thought all
No,
armor
no, I
was.
see armor +1 I think is uncommon.
I think
but-
armor plus 1
yeah,
is
it's just
uncommon.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what I have written down.
Let me
Oh.
just double check.
Oh, I had it written down as.
Armor +2 is very, very rare, apparently.
Oh, I had it at rare. 'cause-
Armor plus 1 is rare.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
I would have
Okay.
gotten that for sure.
Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
very expensive. Defensive buffs are very important in D&D, and they're very expensive.
Yeah.
Especially 5e.
Is there a +1 to shield? I don't think
Yes.
there is.
Yeah, but that's uncommon. That's 500 gold. That's the one I was asking about.
I mean,
If
it's
a +1 to shield is 500 gold. It'd be a
it's
500 gold
effectively
+1.
the same thing.
That's-
Yeah, as long as you
yeah,
don't lose
but
it.
it's less money. It costs less.
Yeah.
Yep.
+1.
Well,
Yeah,
it
that's
takes a
definitely not
hand.
bad buy.
It takes a hand, yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm buying this a wand of magic missile, a
500.
+1 shield, and I'm
500.
going to go back to the Temple of Valkyr, and I'm going to get the emblem, the symbol of Valkyr with the thundercloud, the thunderbolts coming down, emblazoned on the shield.
Sick. Yeah, that's
Okay.
a thing that
So-
you'll be able to do.
So how much did you spend total? 1,000?
Yeah.
1,000.
And they'll do that for
Oh.
free. No charge for getting the sharing the word of Valkor with the non-believers.
Cool. Donald. I'm gonna do the Gauntlet of Ogre Power and the Amulet of Health.
Okay, so Gauntlets of Ogre Power, what were they? Uncommon?
Yeah, uncommon, strength 19. Amulet of Health is uncommon, strength 19. Or intellect 19.
That's dope.
Oh, you're getting
Or,
headband on intellect?
Not intellect. Sorry. I don't know why I said intellect. Constitution.
What is that called?
Amulet of Health.
Is that uncommon?
Actually, I'm sorry, it's not uncommon. It's rare.
I was about to be very surprised.
Yeah, how did that show up in my uncommon?
Yeah, Amulet of Health requires a 2-minute. It's rare. That's 5,000.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get rid of that. Hold on.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, they were uncommon, so I will be doing those.
Yeah, that's 500. You could get those.
Okay. So,
Offensive. If you guys notice, there seems to be a theme. They make offensive stuff cheaper than defensive stuff. Defensive stuff breaks a lot of combat math.
Cool. So my decision is between shield +1, rolling investigation for another cloak of protection, or headband of intellect. What is headband of intellect really get me?
I mean,
It would put me at 19, so I'd go from a -1 to a
+4.
+4.
So 5 + 5 to int checks and saves.
Any int checks and saves, yeah. And my passive investigation would go up to.
What is going on? Did Maurice drop from the call?
Yeah, Maurice dropped too.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wonder if Discord's having issues.
It looks
'Cause I
really
dropped
weird
for a
on the
second too,
stream.
and I dropped really quick and then came back like within like a second. 'Cause I saw everything close and then I popped back in.
All right, he's back.
There he is.
He's
Okay.
coming back.
Oh no.
is there a specific reason you're getting the headband of intellect?
Just because my int's so low. Literally, that's it.
Oh, Alex is gone.
Yeah, this has got to be a Discord
Well,
issue.
yeah, let's disconnect and recall.
Yeah, sure. Testing, testing.
Hi.
Alright. Cool. Hopefully it stays this time.
Yeah, it looks really weird on stream because of the way I have the window capture set up. But I only see you in the call right now.
Yeah, everybody else I think is maybe still calling.
Alright, this is a good opportunity to take a break, I guess.
Sure, yeah. Because I have
Let's tell everybody that though.
let's
Message
do
them.
chat.
Messaging on Facebook. Baldur's Gate. How do I message the group? They're doing in Discord. Alright, cool. Alright, let me fix let me block out the cams. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Wait, did I miss a cam? Wait,
Oh,
where's-
I can hear you again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone drops.
We're
Let's
just
take
gonna
a quick break.
Can we change servers?
I did. I disconnected the whole call and
Okay.
redid it. It should redo everything. Yeah, everyone, let's take a quick break. I'm blacking out the cams on stream, so you don't have to worry about having your cam on. If you could, just leave it on so I can make sure everything's good when we get back.
Yeah, -1.
All right, everybody in chat. We will be right back. I'm still here. Kenny, I think you're the only one here. All right, be right back, Kenny. Be right back, stream.
Oh, hello, friends.
Is it,
So yeah, what?
On by.
Ooh. Hello.
Can you guys turn back on cams?
Oh, yes.
So, anyways, yeah, what I was saying, if we're RPing and stuff, you know, you want to make Edmund smart, totally fine with that. Mechanics wise, I'm trained in 4 of the 5 ints. The only one I don't have is religion.
I mean, you could both buy the item. You just need to have the money.
Well, yeah, until we both
Oh,
can
okay.
find one.
Yeah. Yeah, I think like getting Edmund the strength one, and
Mhm.
then a AC item,
Mhm.
and then I think after that we're gonna have enough for one more with Antonila's money because she took like an extra 375. And if she's willing to put that towards the party, then we can either give Edmund the other AC item, or give you the headband of intellect, which would help a lot, I think. Because you're proficient with them, you don't have a lot of intelligence, but with that headband, then you'll be pretty good at.
if you've been talking to me, I cannot hear you at all. I'm sorry.
Oh
Oh,
no, it's okay. We're just talking in general.
Okay.
Derek's already got 1250 worth of stuff, right?
yeah.
Got it.
So, and that's why I'm trying to say, your money, you do that. Just happen to be I'm trained in 4 of the 5 intelligent skills.
Right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, just remember that Antomila has like an extra 375.
Yeah, that's true. I have 116 on me.
Oh yeah, that was the minimum that she had extra, and she probably has more than that. I have like another 94.
Is
I wanted to
Maurice
get
in the
enough
call?
to. I wanted. Oh no.
Yeah, that may make sense. But let's see. But yeah, as far as somebody was saying, I could get maybe I can get cloak protection and shield +1. Yeah, I'm already doing the gauntlets of overpower, so one of those two will put me at 1,000, and then the other one would also be another 500. So it would basically be, do we want to pull money and get that, whatever, well, it may not matter. Let me do the investigation roll.
Yeah, do an investigation roll. See if it even matters, and then we can.
Yeah, because if we can't get the cloak of protection, then it's going to be gauntlets overpower and shield +1.
Right.
And then maybe we pull the money for the headband of intellect if we want. But if I can find a cloak of protection, it may be worth it for us to do headband of intellect, cloak of protection, shield +1. Because with shield of faith, I'd have an AC of 24. So for tanking, things would probably not be hitting me.
I mean 23 is also pretty good, and then
yeah.
because we are lacking on those intelligence checks.
Yes, that's true. So let's do. Where am I?
Also, ooh, I'm real loud to myself. So we had sold off all our regular items. What about the 2 jewels? If we
Oh, we didn't sell the
Probably-
medallions.
We didn't
Yeah,
sell the
those-
medallions. We didn't
that
sell. Yeah.
if we could theoretically get another 600 out of them, and I can't imagine, again, this is kind of metagaming, I can't imagine we're going to be at a bigger city for a very long time.
Right. Yeah, I gotcha.
No, I think we should try
Yeah,
to
we
sell
should
all
do
the
that.
things we can.
Sorry about that. Well,
You're fine.
I don't know
It's
what the hell
okay.
just happened
Yeah, because
there.
then we might have enough to do all of the above, right?
Right. Yeah.
We might have enough to do, if we find a cloak of protection, do that. Also the shield +1, also the headband of intellect for
Right.
David.
I'm turning back
How
on
much are
canvas,
we
by the way.
short by to have everything you need, Kenny?
Well, hold on. First off, let's see if we can even find a cloak of protection.
Yeah. Try that.
No, I'm gonna roll investigate. Actually, do I have to roll it, Donald, or can somebody else in the party? do
Anyone
it?
could look for this.
Can
And we
we
should
can we
use
buy a
guidance?
headband of intellect and then use that? Come back
Right.
later.
Yeah. So so whoever the best two are should assist.
I think.
them
I
and get
think
it
probably. I think probably Derek with advantage and
managed.
guidance.
And
on him
guidance. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what we get.
to try to find it.
Nice. Oh, okay,
Yeah. Because you say you have proficiency, right?
I do.
Okay.
That is not a save. Alright, how'd I do?
Throw that guidance.
And then guidance is a what is it?
1d4.
1d4, just like last. Okay.
Hopefully 3 or 4.
Three or four would be good.
Yeah.
3 or 4 is great. Come on.
You said 1d4?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh!
Yeah,
Not.
you're not able to find another. What were you looking for?
Cloak of protection.
Yeah, you're not able to find another one.
Okay. Cool. Well, that makes
Okay.
my decision easier then.
Right.
So my second item would be a shield +1, and similarly to Anthony Miller, I would like to go to a Temple of Helm and have the Helm Eye placed on it.
Yeah, you'll be able to
Okay,
do that.
cool.
No problems.
Cool. So, cool. How much is the Lantern of Revealing?
It's gonna be mid-range of whatever tier it's in.
Okay, so never mind. That's not worth it to me. Not especially if you're gonna have Fairy Fire. Yeah. So, me mark this off the equipment. The party character.
So I think we spent. How much did we spend total?
All of it, pretty much. Yeah, we have 5 gold left in it.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Everyone got their loots.
I think those
Well, we
one
had a
more
question.
than we
We
wanted.
never sold the medallions. What check would we need to make to try and find a buyer that would buy them at the 300 gold each price that you had mentioned?
Investigation.
Cool.
Does
Run that back.
anyone
and better than what?
Derek
say,
has the
does-
best deck.
just want to double check? I have a +3. Can anyone do better?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay.
Yep, and give guidance again, obviously. Stuff like this is what guidance is great for.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to prepare, and you're literally. That's the whole point of this.
Okay.
With
So
advantage.
17 plus guidance.
Oh,
Yeah.
20. Let's go.
So, the first medallion, you're able to find a jeweler that's particularly interested in extraplanar jewelry after asking around for a little bit across town. He is willing to pay you.
Also,
What? Do you want me to stop?
just to, and this may be too metagaming because we're already selling them at this point, but can we assume that they were identified on the boat ride?
Yeah,
To
they're
make
not
sure
magical.
they're not magical.
They're
Okay,
not
just because I realized I was like, we're selling these things and we didn't even check. They
Yeah,
could
you
be
guys
like-
were pretty quick to. sell them.
We spent
so-
we
okay.
spent a short rest with them. And
We
Nobody
spent a
said
long
that
rest
though.
with
You
them.
guys gotta be
That's true.
careful.
Yeah, that's
That
what I
is
was
true.
saying. Yeah, we gotta
Yeah.
be careful with stuff like that, guys. So I caught it, but we were already in the. Okay, good. Thank you for letting us know that they were.
good
Yeah.
catch. Good catch.
Oops, it's supposed to be. I should have 1d2, but that's fine. Yeah. So the first one, he's willing to sell or buy from you for 100 gold on top of the price, so twice the value of it.
200.
200, okay.
Same with the other one.
So 400 total. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
That sounds good to me, and then maybe we can pull together the other 100 and get there at the headband of intellect.
I thought it was gonna be middle of the road. That was gonna be
No.
250 one. Is that a
Headband?
250 or 500?
Anything that's a permanent stat increases high end, so 500.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 500. Okay.
Yeah.
I can throw in 50
Okay.
gold from my
What
stash.
you have? Okay. So you have 50. So then we just have to do 50 between the rest of us.
Throwing 200 in.
Wait, what?
Throwing
200?
Yeah, we only need 50 more.
I mean, I could use some ammunition. I still haven't bought any ammunition.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't need 200. If you do, you want to cover the 50 then, Anthela?
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just
Okay.
yeah.
So you cover the other. So between the 400 for the medallions, and then 50 from Derek himself, 50 from Anthemilla helping out, you can get the headband of intellect, which is
Cool.
most useful on you because you have a bunch of int things.
Yeah, just be careful on attunement. I don't remember what
Yep.
he has.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm fairly confident I'm at 2 items, actually. Most of these are surprisingly...
Well, Pearl of Power's attunement. Isn't Headband of Intellect attunement?
Yes.
Look.
3 now, so I'm at
Cloak of
3.
protection is definitely attunement.
Yeah,
so-
so just be
Yes.
careful.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I'm at 2.
So
Okay, hold on. I did not see for the cloak thing, so I may be bunked.
Oh.
what was your other item that was attunement?
The orb, the
Pearl of Power.
Pearl of Power.
Pearl
Pearl
power.
Cloak of Protection, Headband of Intellect.
Yeah, that's
3.
3. You can have 3
Yeah.
attuned items.
You have
But
three.
just remember that you're at 3, so...
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So if we find something at like level 7 or
You'll have
whatever
to-
down the road, we
Yeah, we'll have
get
to
something.
switch them around.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
Anthemilla, did you find was the money that you were taking? Did you spend that?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Because yeah, I think the last thing would be ammunition for me. That's about it.
You've bought no magic ammunition so far?
Not yet. No, I don't have enough myself.
Okay. Let's go get you some magic ammunition then, because that's important.
Well, I thought you wanted to get something else for yourself.
Yes, I have too much.
How much gold do you have, Eldrin?
I have 94.
Okay, cool. So you're almost there.
I'm close for a set of 20
Yeah. Okay.
arrows.
And in most cases, you'll be able to recover like half that or a die roll of that too.
Yeah,
Magic
I mean,
ammunition you cannot recover.
that's-
Oh
That's
no,
all.
you can, but it becomes non-magical.
it becomes
right?
That's
non-magical.
true,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, so maybe if we can hopefully get you to.
if we can get me 2 sets, then that should last. me
Another
for
thing
a
to
bit.
consider is I don't know how long our downtime is, but if certain people don't have specific things they want to do, I think one of the options for downtime is working, so you can actually make money.
Yeah, but you're not gonna make much unless we're doing like.
Probably not. I don't know what it is. It's just maybe it's worth looking into. But yeah, I think we have enough to probably get you. Depending on what I have enough. Worst case scenario, absolute worst case scenario, I have 116. So between your 94 and my 116, we can get you 2 quivers if we need to.
Okay.
Alright, let me know what you guys want to do.
Yeah. What did
DM.
you want to do, Anthemilla? With you said you had another purchase or something in mind.
Fair around. DM, how much is a Wand of the War Mage +1?
I think it's
It's
gonna
uncommon.
be... It's uncommon. It's gonna be mid-range. It's just like a magic weapon
So-
for casters.
One
So
of the
250.
war mage.
I think it's 250. Let me just double check. Because if it's just +1 to your attacks and saves...
Yeah. +1 bonus to spell attack rolls.
Oh, you ignore cover when making a spell attack.
Oh,
too.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this is 250 mid-range.
Yeah.
It also requires a 2 units.
I mean, it also takes a hand, right?
Yep.
Well, that's not for me.
What? What's happening?
I'm
Wait,
a little
what
nervous.
is- Wait, what is it that you're asking about?
It's just biting items
There's
for
a
other
Wand of
people.
the War Mage +1.
Heads up, I definitely have too many. Because I have the cloak, the headband, the pearl, and the parrot.
Yeah, what?
Oh.
Yeah. The parry after really
Ooh.
requires attunement?
Yeah, I didn't. That was the one I didn't think it did.
So are we not getting the headband?
I mean, we could technically take it and then pull that stupid, switch attunement, before every major city, or just grab all the stuff and look at it later kind of thing.
Seems weird.
Or if someone has...
It is 500 gold though. That's
Yeah.
Wait, this is not 500 gold.
the attunement, the headman,
Oh, yeah.
the intellect one. Sorry.
I mean, who else has a lot of skills?
Nope.
Skills.
None at all.
I have in skills, but like I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
proficient.
proficiency is what we're looking for. Yeah, it's most
Yeah.
useful on whoever has the proficiencies.
Really?
Okay.
What's the period thing?
If
Oh.
stabilize if I die.
If you go down.
Yeah. Which, I mean, we're pretty good. It just, I guess I'm confident you guys would get to me, no problem. It's more just now you don't have to spend your time rushing over.
Yeah. The thing is, like, you're gonna come back at 1. I
The
feel
other
like
thing is the party never rushes over to save you,
yeah.
based on experience.
That's not never. I've done it before.
I did it
Multiple
last
times. Thank you
combat.
very much.
True.
Okay. I did see it once, that's right. I did see it today. It's new information. Pardon me.
I will say,
I have seen
if
it
you
before.
go, when does that take effect? Right, that's when you go down. Because if you're facing something with multi-attack or 2 enemies and the first one downs you, then you're gonna come up and you're gonna go back down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
is it really that good?
True. Wow. So
I would say headband of intellect over pure.
That's what I would say. I think that would come in a lot more times. You're
Yeah.
gonna make a lot more use out of that.
Yeah, I agree. So what did?
The other shield I was looking at, by the way, was the Sentinel shield, but I think shield +1 is better. That's which is why I got it. Sentinel shield is the one that gives you advantage on initiative rolls and perception checks, but +1 just seems infinitely better.
Yeah, I kind of wanted the. There was something that gave me initiative, but I think it was rare. Maybe it was the Cloak of Elvenkind.
So Donald,
Yep.
are you fine with us saying we never got it? Have 250 back? If not, I'll just hold on to it.
Yeah, no, I'm good with that.
All right. So actually, we have 250 in the the pool again.
Well, okay, so what that means though.
250 more. So have at it.
200 of those.
Well, so that puts you back down to only spending 1,000 before, but then we got 400 for the 2 medallions, so you just use 100 of that, right? To buy the headband of intellect. Instead of giving up your 50 gold and Anthemilla's 50 gold, right?
Okay, if we sure.
Tell you what, how much
I
do
figured
you
just
sell
I'm
for,
throwing 250 in the pool. Once we buy everything, if there's 50 to return back,
No,
I
hold
can.
on.
I don't want to. Whatever's easiest for you to calculate, Kenny.
I think they already took the money out of their pools, so let's add it back to the party, and then we can redistribute afterwards.
Yeah.
That's confusing. Okay, so you're spending 1,500 on the 3 items. Because you got a cloak of protection, which is 500, and you're like the headband of intellect, which is 500, pearl of power, which is 500.
Yep.
We got 400 for the 2 medallions.
Yep.
Cool. So let me double check and see what we're at, because the math has gotten really weird now because of this. So
Mm-hmm.
I think the rest of us used 1,000.
I've got everything written down. I just have to figure out what the end number is.
Yeah.
I don't understand how this is complicated.
I think the return.
Because-
Like, dead serious. Hold on, stop. Everything you're doing, we realized we were all spent on money. Just return 250 gold to the party treasury. What the heck is the problem?
Yeah, but then we added 400, and they subtracted 50 from each other.
Whatever we were at prior.
We're at negative 220 for the party right now.
Why are we at
So we-
negative 220?
I will post it in the chat.
But that's without the extra 400.
No, that is with the extra 400.
Wait, that doesn't make sense though.
Yeah, how are you spending money you don't have? What do you mean?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying we need to come up with that between us.
Oh, well,
How could-
you do that. You guys, I thought you guys were already did that for the arrows, right?
We had.
I'm not keeping track of other people's money. I'm keeping track of the party treasury.
Okay, so the party treasury had 4,000.
Yeah, I've got it all listed in there right now.
So that's 1, 2, 3, just 2,500 spent. Oh, sorry, 4,500 spent. Correct.
Correct. But we were at 4280. 42.5 plus all the other stuff.
Before the medallions.
No.
Yes, because we added that. That number was added way before we.
I
sold
literally
the
just added it all together. Do it again.
Okay.
42.5.
Scroll up to where you wrote, like, you have 150 for 3 gold, 200 for 10 sapphires.
Yeah.
You see that? And it has 4255 gold.
So where?
And there's no medallion there.
Where am I missing money from?
I don't know, but that's pretty much that. I think that money is right. 4255 before
46.55.
medallions. So do that. Add the medallion money.
That 46.55 that I just posted includes medallion.
Correct.
Agreed.
Right.
And then take
And then minus
4,500.
4,500.
Right.
So the party treasury is at 155.
Right. And then Derek and Antamila can take their 50 back. Is that what we're saying?
Yes, they get their 50 back because they never spent it.
You said keep the 50, Antamila?
Yeah, keep my 50. Keep the 50 in the pot.
Okay, so add 50 more to the party.
You guys need a Google Doc.
I'm keeping track of it in the description of the party treasury item.
So we have 47.
Yeah, I don't know what I missed something the first time because it's
Yeah,
at 46.55. Yeah, I got the same number now.
Okay. All right, so we have 200 left.
Yeah,
Around.
205.
And this doesn't
Right.
factor the ammunition, right?
Not
No,
with
it's
the
not.
ammunition. Right.
But that's what we can use that for if nobody's.
So we can
opposed to
use
it.
the 200 for the ammunition. Are
I'm
we okay with
totally
that?
fine with that.
Yep.
Okay,
So
so I'll
40
take
plus 1 arrows.
40 plus 1 arrows. Which I'll have to keep track.
Yeah, that one I care a lot more about you keeping track of compared to the other ones. You had like a
Yeah.
million other arrows.
Yeah, I have like 150 whatever the other arrows, and I've been
Um,
subtracting, but it's sometimes I forget.
Magic arrows are very important that you remember.
All right, so we are back at 5 gold for the party treasury,
Okay,
plus whatever your individual amounts are.
you guys good?
How much party gold,
5.
you said? 5.
5 party gold.
How many ammunitions did you get?
I got 40 total.
Okay.
40 arrows. It's not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
if
not
you-
reusable, but you know,
Yeah.
they'll last us.
Do you ever get multi-attack?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like
Both of
2
them.
shots.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
that'll
It'll last
about
me.
20 rounds,
Yeah.
assuming you attack twice a round.
And you don't
Yeah.
always have to use magic arrows when you attack.
I
If
don't.
you're fighting something chumpy,
Did the magic arrows add a +1 to damage as well?
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, thank God.
They're really good.
Well, good.
Yeah. The fact that they stack, and with my sharpshooter, like anything that gives me accuracy, it's too good.
Yeah.
Kenny, I'm also going to give the party 45. A nice even 50 now.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay,
I think we're good. I'm gonna go pee.
we're done. Final answer.
Math.
Okay, so we're not going to start with Eldrin like I was originally going to do because he's going to pee. So I guess I'll tell everyone a little bit about what happens. So 20 days in Baldur's Gate pass, and you guys kind of go through your various activities. We're going to start with Edmund. Over 20 days, Edmund. And this is something that that Eldrin would effectively be doing at the same time as you. So I'm treating this as sort of like a combined effort for the purposes of investigating fiends and finding a way of extra planar travel to save Duncan. You hear rumors in the town of cultists of Ball. Sorry. Ball. Bhaal. Aal. Myrkul. Myrkul. And Bane, which are all evil gods, but you don't really catch anything about fiends in particular, just evil cultists, which can sometimes coincide. There could be some overlap there. So you get that while you're kind of investigating fiends and trying to find a way to for extraplanar travel. In regards to extraplanar travel, you're able to find out stuff that honestly you probably already knew. There's definitely magical methods for traveling to other planes. Most notably, I believe it's the gate spell. Let me just double check.
I just realized if we wanted to pay someone to do this, we got no money to. No.
Yeah, this is why I did the shopping first, because anything you guys are going to want to do that might require money. Yeah, a powerful wizard would have the capability to transport
I think we have
you,
some money.
or send something to the Nine Hells, if for the purposes of Duncan's soul. Additionally, let me just keep going down the list. That's fiends. Oh, this is elves. You're not gonna have enough time for elves. You do get a little time at night, Edmund. You're able to kind of relive that feeling that kind of caused you to sprout wings in the first place. Kind of Gohan in Dragon Ball Z style. Like you kind of channel your past hatred or fear, and you're able to do it when you need. You feel like you could probably handle it every so often. Whatever the amount is. You can't do it perpetually, like... Yeah, right. But you feel like once a day has been the limit you're able to get to.
Gotcha.
And that's what you, Eldrin, and Edmund are able to accomplish in the 20 days of downtime that you're going to have before the next major thing.
I guess there's no way to actually have this out, but I know one of the things I had said was just trying to learn about fiends and like demons and devils in general. But there's no real there's no way to do that other than just say he did it, right? Because like I can't obviously.
Yeah. So
there's no mechanics to it, so.
Yeah.
But just like I don't know if he would get any additional lore from that. Like I can make like a check or something.
Well, you would learn that very commonly, the libraries around town, like literature on demons and devils, isn't like readily available.
Gotcha.
They don't kind of make that stuff readily available. You find that you think that you might be able to find someone that could teach you about it, but asking about that sort of thing might be suspect, and it's certainly not something you're going to accomplish within 20 days.
Gotcha. When we're questioning all these people, does his father's name come up at all?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I didn't figure so. It's pretty far away, but.
On to Mila. First thing you ask about your father, and nobody has seen his ship come into Baldur's Gate. However, one person is able to... Actually, I'm going to need you to give me a check for this. Give me an investigation check. Investigation comes up a lot when you're trying to find out information about stuff, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I
Good
able
thing we
to
have-
add guidance to this, or is it just on the spot?
You can use guidance for this. This is
Can you
definitely not on the spot.
Can you have Derek do it?
No, this is Antonila's thing.
Yeah.
But guess what, boys? She critted.
Oh boy.
Wow, 20.
With
25.
max on the guidance, too. So,
Gotta point that, Dad!
looking around and asking about it, someone actually approaches you because you've been kind of asking around.
It's your dad.
No. Definitely not your dad. But you would actually recognize this person as somebody that would have been hired on your dad's crew.
The last one that went out?
Yes. So this is somebody that you know that was on the ship with your father before he went missing. And he tells you a very interesting story. The man tells you that your father was holding some sort of chest, and the whole voyage he had been kind of acting a little off, like kind of crazy actually. And before he was realizing that the ship wasn't going south, it was heading west. It was going off course. Like, the ship was supposed to be heading south towards Baldur's Gate along the Sword Coast. And this guy realized that your father was going off in some completely off direction, and he was acting weird. And he actually took a boat and escaped from the ship. The last thing that the guy saw as he kind of sailed away was your father was opening the chest, and he pulled something out of the chest that appeared to be like a large blue scale, and he threw it into the ocean. And this guy was going as fast as he could away from the ship, because when he threw this into the ocean, a storm started to appear in the sky and in the sea. And this guy was scared for his life, and he just kept going. I just kept rowing, and he eventually made his way back to the coast. But he saw what seemed to be... It's the strangest thing, he says. It was almost as though someone took a cup and scooped a whole chunk of the ocean out at once. And then it was just gone. The whole ship was gone.
Oh.
And the storm remained.
I asked him, is that the storm that's off the coast? That was the start of the storm.
He reckons that is the case. Also, Maurice, you have unlocked a roleplay story reward, tier 1 for your character, for finding out a new piece of information for your father. Which I will private message you on Facebook. And I will get it to you before, if we get into any encounters tonight, so you will have the relevant things. But, so you have got another clue towards the disappearance of your father, and got some insight into the storm. Let me see, what else were you doing? Temple of Valcor. Naturally, you've already been to the Temple of Valcor in Baldur's Gate. And they absolutely welcome you there. They actually offer you to, you're allowed to stay there for free, if you would like, at your temple. And they would also... I'm sorry, go ahead.
Companions as well, or...
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I promise they're decent people.
Carrying demonic artifacts.
She didn't believe it herself.
You feel compelled not to lie within the temple of your
Yeah, you actually feel a little guilty. And yeah, they would only offer that to you. As a consolation, though, they would offer free spellcasting services to a limited degree. In your case, they are willing to do this one sending spell for you for free, to be able to send word to your mother that you've made it to Baldur's Gate. They know who your mother is.
so
She's a priestess.
I can do a sending to my mom.
So, the way sending works is it's the caster that uses it.
Uh-huh.
So, you're not the person casting the sending spell. However,
Sending the message.
yeah, they could send a message on your behalf.
And then they would get the reply.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to send
Absolutely.
it? Alright, what do you want to say?
Oh yeah. Okay. 25 words. Hi Ma, it's Aunt Camilla. This is after I found out about Dad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dad might have caused the storm. In words. Run-ins with demons. How are things at home? Has the storm got worse there? Yeah,
Alright.
25 words.
Cool. Okay. The person gives you a reply, and she says, I don't really get this, but she just is apologizing over and over again.
That's it? Just
That's-
apologizing?
Yes. It reminds you of when you were leaving Waterdeep. If you recall, your mom was very, very apologetic to you.
And so she uses all 25 words to apologize? Just
She-
saying sorry.
All she
25
says
times?
is, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Like, variations of I'm sorry.
She probably also doesn't know she can.
No, she knows. She's a priestess
Oh, yeah.
of Valkor.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how this person was able to cast a sending spell. She knows, the priestess here knows Antamila's mother.
I
In fact,
I
it even
think-
gets cut off one of the mid words. The last word is I'm. And it doesn't even get to finish because she runs out of word count.
Well, now I'm super curious as why she's still only apologizing. How long have we been on the road? It's been a while, right?
Yep. It's been about,
Yeah.
what, 45 days, I think?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, I have to run down the Duncan soul counter.
No.
Wait, hold on. How long has he been dead at this 45 days? I know it wasn't the whole 45.
No. The Duncan soul counter was created when you guys were in Scornuvel, and I think it's been about 9 days since then. We're gonna go with 9 days. So,
Alright. I know what I'd like to do.
well, what would you like to do?
I need to send another message.
They'll tell you that they could do that, but we can't just keep, like, spellcasting services are going to cost money for components and efforts. Like, we usually use this to help people.
I take out 50 gold coins and place it down, and I said I need to talk to my mom.
Okay, what do you want to say? They'll take this as a donation. I'm gonna actually cut off the other 20 days on this countdown because 20 days of downtime are gonna happen. So 323
I don't wanna
days.
waste- Okay. Okay. Well, okay. I'm not even gonna worry about the 25 words. It's a simple one. Ma, stop apologizing. Tell me what happened.
Okay. All right. So the person looks at you kind of confused, and she says, "The message seems to have gotten cut off, but she said that your father and I made a deal, and then nothing after that." Anything else, Santamila?
A deal with who?
Well, I mean, the sending spell's over.
That's what I'm gonna have to find out now.
You're gonna ask her to cast sending again?
It's 50 gold coins. I hope that is a hefty donation.
Well, it's more of a situation of she might be running low on third level
Fair.
spells.
Well, I don't want to destroy her for today, so I might come back later, but I don't know if there's time or not.
Well, you're gonna have plenty of time. There's 20 days. So what will happen is if you come back the next day, and what are you gonna send a message stating?
What manner of deal did you make with whom? Was it a devil? Was it a demon?
And
On whose behalf did you make it? What were... And I just you know, and it dawns upon me, my mom's a cleric too, right?
yeah.
Send me the message.
Well, your mom's not able to cast third level spells, but
Darn her weakness.
but the cleric that you were talking to just looks at you and shakes her head, and she says, "I can't seem to get in contact with her."
Well, we gotta go back.
45 days later.
Not necessarily. Okay. Oh wow. I was not fully expecting that.
Yeah, this actually could have happened on day one, by the way, of your adventure.
Yeah, you mentioned something to this effect, but I didn't realize that she would just be like, off screen. Okay. So this is gonna be the last question one way or the other because I'm taking up entirely too much time, and it's going to be to Drummond, my uncle. I'm just gonna ask him to go check on Ma and make sure she's okay. I don't know what's going on there. I think I might have a lead on where. On my pause, I'm going to go investigate. I'll keep in touch.
All right, so a couple of sendings later, back and forth, because I'll just save time a little bit on this. Your uncle would eventually get back to you, and through another sending, perhaps. So this is like three or so days, and tell you that your mom has gone missing, and nobody seems to find her, and that he's alerted the guards to look for her, but it seems as though she literally just vanished.
Constitution saving throw. No. Okay. I'm just gonna chew on that information for a little bit.
All right. In regards to some of the other things you do, naturally you're able to stay and pray at the Valkyr Temple to, kind of establish your kind of connection with Valkor. And this is, like you said, it's been 45 days since you had last been in this sort of circumstance, and you don't get any sorts of revelations or anything like that, any additional insight, but you do feel comforted being here. But it's like you were hoping maybe perhaps that, being in this place, you might get a dream or some sort of vision perhaps, or guidance from your god in regards to what you're supposed to do next, and you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Also, you're not going to have time to search through a registry before the next thing happens. So for the registry of tieflings that look like Antamila, you spend time doing it, but you certainly don't find any or see any around the city.
Let's see, I'm super distracted by the fact that my mom just went missing after I just found information.
Yep. Now, next is Derek. Derek. The first thing you had listed was looking into the whole cursed items situation. So, are you going to go around town asking questions about who might be a good proprietor of things cultist and demonic? Like, I guess the big question is, how do you want to go about that?
So I feel a lot of everything that I'm asking, the items, the history, and then just me, myself, my powers, I would probably go to the most renowned arcane. I'm assuming, okay, Baldur's Gate's pretty big. They must have some type of kind of higher arcane school, let's call it that, organization. Turn towards that, and then if not, go to a temple based on their recommendation.
So, you're told that the best source of things arcane would be in the upper city of Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
But if you asked to go there, you would not be admitted.
Okay.
There seems to be guards. It's like a very walled off, like the lower part of Baldur's Gate. You've known from being here for a little bit now that this place is pretty cutthroat. People are stealing from people. The guards, which seem to have that flaming fist that you saw in the Harbor Master, seem to be pretty brutal for kind of keeping the law, but they seem effective at what they're doing. Like, things are... You would imagine if these guys weren't here, it'd be pretty bad. But that entrance to the gates, so to speak, to the upper city are guarded by lots of these guards with that mercenary insignia. And it would be difficult.
Yeah, prior to going to a temple, I guess I would ask around, hey, how do I get in? Try to kind of throw my nobility weight around, kind of mention who I am, trying to gain audience.
Yeah, absolutely. So, go ahead and, you're trying to persuade guards to let you into the upper city to try to find a more experienced spellcaster, that sort of thing. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I wish I had advantage.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they look at your insignia, your credentials, your pedigree, and they don't seem familiar with it. And they actually get violent, and they push you away, and they would get lost if you know what's good for you.
Okay, so pretty much trying to not bring attention to myself, I would forego that path for a while and focus on one of the closest temples. Probably, again, Helm, just so I'm aware, Edmund, he talks about him, so kind of closest one I'm familiar with.
Yeah, you would know that your party has people that would be in close connection to Helm and Valcor. So either of those temples you feel like you might be able to get in good with. I don't think Edmund mentioned going to the Temple of Helm here, so I didn't really talk about that much. That's certainly something you could try. But you would know, like, you guys meet up through these 20 days and kind of share what information you know and that sort of thing. You would know that Aunt Tamila's definitely been to her temple, and they're kind of offering her services. You might be able to ask there. Without arousing suspicion, I suppose.
So
or
even
Edmund
with
could
her,
accompany you to a Temple of Helm as well.
That's also a possibility. Edmund hasn't been there yet. He's been preoccupied with other things, but...
Yeah, he's been busy. But he probably would want to even go to one, so...
probably head with Edmund. I would think Anthemil has probably got her hands full. She's trying to figure everything out, so I don't want to add additional burden.
Sure.
Um,
Okay. So there is a proper Temple of Helm here. It doesn't seem to be as resplendent as the one in El Terrell, which was a combined temple, to be fair. But the lower city in general isn't a very wonderful place. It's not great at all. But there is a temple here, and they would welcome Edmund with open arms, seeing that he is a paladin of Helm. And they would effectively ask how they could help you. Very similar to the circumstance that you ran into in Scribble. They seem to be willing to help. How can I help you?
Yeah, I was wondering, in our recent journeys, happened to come across some items that's kind of, I don't know, just gave me the willies. Hoping you could maybe tell me more about it. And he would pull out the 2 drawings. So, if you remember, we made drawings of all the items.
Yeah.
And
The daggers.
So specifically, a picture of the dagger and a picture of the
Idol.
Yinagu idol.
Okay. And he would make a religion check. He would investigate them, and he would say they look profane in some way, but I can't put my finger on what they represent or what they might be. They look somehow evil, demonic, based on the symbology, but I'm not sure. So he doesn't seem to be familiar with what these are.
Good
Okay.
question. With his newfound natural intelligence, could he do a check on that?
So
How's that work?
it's a check that he's already made,
Hmm.
and he's not going to learn new knowledge just from putting the headband on. It might be a situation where he remembers something he might have read in the past, but he's already made a check for this.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you looking into that. I did have one other question, and this one is a little more personal. And I guess he would ask if they could speak in private, meaning, so like Edmund the priest and himself, like if he had a kind of little private area, could show him some things.
Yeah, he'd be willing to talk with you.
So this priest, I guess he'd kind of try to give him a rundown of his life story, saying, "Hey, I've had these powers. I can't understand them. I've tried trying to figure out how they work, the control, but every bit of arcana and magic and lore that I've tried doesn't quite explain it, so I thought perhaps there's something divine about them." And he would kind of go through a basic rundown, like little demonstration. He would take off his gloves and actually show, like the black flames, and his whole parlor trick of holding a rose and it slowly dying in his hands, those kind of things.
He's certainly gonna try, but he might not be very familiar with this. Yeah, oh, oops, I didn't GM roll that. Well, spoilers.
You don't.
He has no
No,
clue.
Jack.
He has seen nothing like that.
Okay. So Derek will again thank him for his time, and he's got one last question.
Yeah.
Are there any libraries here in the lower city that he could visit?
There's a couple of libraries, but in the lower city, finding higher knowledge about magic and arcana, there's not likely going to be anything valuable here. All of the good libraries are certainly up in the upper city.
What about general history of Edelgard, the region?
Yeah, that would definitely be available down here. I personally don't have anything, but there would certainly be libraries. And he would be able to give you a general idea of where a library may be.
Cool. So at this point, Derek would say, if Edmund wants to come along, don't know, all of that, but he would take the directions, head to the library, and pull up some history info, try to, again, focusing on the event with the companion and the attack. Try to get a more detailed...
So researching over some time, a lot of the information seems to be, like, a lot of this stuff you kind of already knew. You had a really good history check from what I recall. But the general idea of what happened is Etelgard was kind of besieged by vampires over several years. The city was in very dire straits. It was a very bad circumstance. Night would come, people would die, and it was really bad. Specifically, Thavius Krieg, the guy that some of you met, the current ruler of Etelgard, it said that he prayed to Torm for... Was it Torm? I'm pretty sure it was Torm. Hold on, let me double check that. It's relatively important, I think. It's Torm or Lathander. Sorry.
High Priest of Torm prayed for salvation.
Nope, yep, it's Torm. It's Torm.
Okay.
And almost immediately after, a brilliant light, the what you know to be the companion, appeared in the sky. This type of book doesn't talk about any sort of magical investigation done towards the companion. You feel like that sort of thing might be in the upper city, like origin of magic, etc., research that's been done on it. But a lot of this information is stuff you already knew, honestly, from the lower city. You had made a ridiculously good check on this. Is there something in particular that's left out of the story that you're interested in knowing about that might be part of general history that I might just not be remembering? Like, what particularly are you interested in? Just the magical stuff, right?
Yeah, because, again, he has that not bad, but kind of nasty gut feeling when he was seeing the companion. So I think everything that he's piecing together and hearing, it just sounds like he really wants to get into the upper city. He's got a suspicion that may tell him more.
Okay.
But, which over the course of his adventures, he'll probably go back and tell his companions, like, I need to get into the upper city. I'm hoping you guys can help me out with that. Figure out how we do that. But he won't actually try. He won't pull any shenanigans and do it by himself.
So you're going to try to solicit help from your friends to sneak into the upper city at some point?
Yeah.
know about sneaking. Can't we just maybe try to get it? Do we know, like, from staying here for a couple of days? Do we know?
Saying I'm
like, is it,
going to
like,
talk to them, bounce off ideas, figure out,
Yeah,
hey,
is it like
what's it going to take?
impossible for us to get into it? Or?
So it might be. You know that the city is run by that. So you've learned the name of them by now. It's the Flaming Fist Mercenary Group. I believe that's literally the name. It's not very imaginative.
Which is probably
Yes, it is, because Edmund was looking into it originally, or Kenny was looking into it
Yeah.
for Edmund, but
Yeah.
didn't fit.
I have disguise self. We could work with that.
Yeah. You would know that it's a pretty brutal mercenary group from what you've all kind of seen. And this group is responsible for handling all the law of Baldur's Gate. They are hired by the people in the upper city to maintain order down below, and they're specifically hired to keep the riffraff out of the upper city. It's literally the whole purpose they're here. They pretty much work for them. They're paid by them. You have learned, though, that over time, the Flaming Fist has gained a little bit of political power in Baldur's Gate as well. They actually have somebody on the council, a Grand Duke Older Ravengard.
Hold up.
Grand Duke.
Older Ravengard. Why are you asking for a hold up?
older.
That was a lot of words at once.
To write it down.
Older, like
Raven
just the
Guard.
word
Okay.
older,
I
OLDER.
was gonna say, is
I
there
post-
a younger Raven
Oh, you
Guard?
posted it?
Is there
I
a
posted
middle
in chat.
Raven Guard?
Thank you.
Thanks.
Someone's typing like freaking crazy.
It's me, sorry, I'm typing
Yeah.
notes.
Holy crap. And so yeah, they're specifically trying to keep people out of the upper city. You feel as though, based on what you've seen though, sometimes people get around this by they are very amenable to bribes. You've seen people slip them money and just kind of look the other way for certain things. They are mercenaries, and money works on them. You don't know the going rate for the bribes, but it does seem to be someone slips them a coin purse, and they're able to get by in certain circumstances.
I wonder.
So I guess slight meta, Donald.
Yeah.
I don't want to inadvertently derail. After talking and investigating and all of this, do I get the sense that I could find out more in the upper city? Is it okay? It's definitely worth my time.
Yeah, so the general idea is everything you've been seeing is been like a historical account of what happened, but none of it is the arcane investigation of it. Naturally, when a giant sun appears in the sky, there's going to be people that are interested in researching it, right? Mm-hmm. And you haven't found any information about that, but you're certain, there's people like you that are interested in researching the arcane and that are very capable in doing so. It's just that that sort of material would be in a place for higher learning, not in the slums. There's not book on the it's relatively recent history too. So you know how many years ago it was pretty recent, right? So this sort of thing isn't heavily published material. It'd be something that would be in someone's research journal. Baldur's Gate is pretty close by, so you imagine that if there was someone that were kind of like someone of higher learning and magical capability, more researched, it would certainly be in the upper city, not down here.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Are you going to pursue that during your time, based on what you know?
Would I be able to find a passage?
I
Like a
would.
secret passage.
Yeah, I would probably try to come up with a plan different ways. I mean, if it's just as simple as bribing.
So,
I'd
bribing
bribe some
seems to be
guards.
the easiest way. You could certainly search around the walls. There's a large separation in a lot of the areas between the walls and the buildings, though, where you might attract suspicion if you're literally going around the walls looking for entrances into the upper city. Again, there's guards literally specifically kept. So if you're going to do that sort of thing, you need to let me know. If you're going to be like watching the walls. Secret passages aren't going to be something you could find just by not investigating the wall, right? Like, you're not just going to...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you gotta... Yeah. And you're going to look suspicious as hell, like... like, walking along the wall, kind of looking at it, like... I'm not saying you can't do that, obviously. You could certainly do that, but your character would know that that would come off as very suspicious.
Yeah.
So I think I would try the bribery route while asking Eldrin, when he's about, see if he notices anything, any way to get in. And just since we only have a few minutes left, I think kind of focus that next time.
Well, I have a segue into next session.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know what
I have a question about the
Eldrin still hasn't done his stuff.
Wait, how much would the bribe? I guess, can we find that out?
Well, you have to offer an amount of money. I'm not going to tell you how much it is. Because if it's not good enough, they're probably just going to steal it until you get lost. So, you got to offer it's not like that. You could try to ask, I suppose, other people. If you want to try that, give me an investigation check. Kenny, what were you trying to ask?
Yeah,
I was saying, is the segue going to take us out of downtime? Because I thought it was coming up for downtime, but it's something that I'd probably need to discuss with you.
Yeah, so the stuff that I've taken you through is burning your downtime.
Right, I understand.
If it's something major, no. You're not going to have time. If it's something minor that you're doing, like on the side, like I want to eat eggs for breakfast, sure. But I have a segue to lead us out of the downtime.
Gotcha. So
I got a 17.
Let's wrap up this first before I...
Yeah, so with your 17, you're able to determine that a successful bribe to kind of get past the gate, anything more than 10 gold piece, they're going to let you through. But it's expensive. They get paid well.
Is that per person or for a group?
It's to get the guards to look the other way, so you could probably bring more than one person.
Okay.
And that's per entrance, so keep that in mind.
Okay. Again, for sake, I will go ahead and bribe them.
Okay.
The 10. So get real low on gold.
Yeah.
And based on everything, I think I would know a point of the main, like, arcane library, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so, yeah, he would have told you the name of a researcher in the upper city, and you're able to kind of find your way to that based on the information you got from the priest in the Temple of Helm. And there is a very scholarly gentleman inside the library. It seems to be otherwise very empty, but the place is loaded with books. And he's kind of sitting at an entryway and welcomes you when you enter. He sees that you're not in... Wait, is there anyone with you, Derek?
I thought we said the whole party was going, right? That's what we were asking? Sneaking the whole party in? I mean, if you want to go alone, it's fine.
Yes. No. I'd bring the whole... If everybody wants to, whoever wants to, they can join. And then I just... As we start nearing, I was like, hold up, guys. I'll handle this. Or try to, anyways. Like, just... So... You can visibly... I'm sorry. I'm walking into this building. So, yeah, I'll say, like, hey, just hold out here, guys, for a minute, and walk in by myself.
Okay. Yeah, so the reason I was asking about the whole party thing is you guys are also doing stuff, so you're not necessarily always together during this. Like,
yeah,
I'm assuming you're all doing your separate tasks, which is why I was thinking, like, if you're going to add stuff, just keep in mind that you're doing all these things. But this fine, you guys can all be together. It's not going to be relevant to this. So Derek, after the guy would kind of ask you what you're looking for, and I assume you're going to tell him, you're interested in information about the companion.
Yes.
Yeah. So he would tell you that he has personally researched the companion. But there is somebody that is in Candlekeep that has studied it a lot more, who might have more information. But the key thing that's interesting is you would suspect that something like that would be generating that much light would be some sort of evocation magic. But it's not. The source of light seems to not fall into a school of magic. What's his name? I'll give you a name next session. There's a wizard
Okay.
that knows more in Candlekeep. I will give you his name next session, but
Cool.
there's a person. I think it's Candlekeep. Yeah. No, I actually know it. Wait, I lied. It might not even be Candlekeep. I might have lied twice. Crap. I'll give you more.
Okay.
I'll message you on the side for this.
Yeah, no problem.
But there's definitely information that will point you next direction that you get here. Now, as you guys spend time here, you start to notice a situation occurring in the city. There seems to be a lot of refugees coming into Baldur's Gate. The streets have been getting packed. And there have been rumors that have been going about. And the most interesting thing that you hear is that someone claims that the entire city of Elturel has disappeared from... It's just gone. There is a giant crater where Elturel once was, is what the rumors state.
Wait, who's hearing this?
You guys all kind of gather this as on about the 19th day of your downtime.
Did anybody see it?
Everything you're hearing is rumors. You haven't met anybody that's been a direct witness, but the rumor is that Elturel has literally completely disappeared off the map. And that is where we will go ahead and conclude today's session.